Um, actually, yeah. Like if you actually saw the Jason being a camp counselor, well, it might not be him, but it's not that far from. That is.
I mean,
I
that's
love
usually who
that
they base
comic.
him off of.
I love that comic. They draw him like such a sexy himbo, but let's be honest, Jason is. There's a good chunk of Jason sexuals out there.
Hey guys, guess what?
Okay,
We went live 20 seconds ago. Soggy just
when
admitted
I
to
said
being
Jason
horny.
sexuals?
He just admitted to being sexually attracted to a rotting, decomposing corpse. Congratulations.
Hey, no, look at Counselor Jason on Twitter. It's an amazing comic. That's the Jason I'm horny for.
Okay, hang on a second. I gotta do the thing out of obligation. I'm Sundella Adrenaline with Service at least like a asshole, and welcome to the Pettier Hills All Star Podcast. I'm your host with Soggy, Sauron, J Step. I'm waiting for Smug because he's the one that's gonna be doing all the D&D stuff because I have no idea what I'm doing. But we're still waiting for him. Hey Wayward, hey Dragon, thanks for popping in. Hey Megatron, what's up, dude? Orc lives matter.
Oh, they do.
God. They do.
Orc lives do matter.
I mean, do they really?
Ooh,
you can always make more.
From the Dark Lord Sauron.
Can always make more.
So he would be the leading expert in do orc lives really matter? Do they?
I mean, like I said, you can always make more. That's what the elves are for.
I mean,
that's what the elves are for.
Yeah, and it's not like that difficult to make. I mean, heck, we even saw them being made in like Lord of the Rings. I think that Saruman made like 10,000 dudes in like a really short amount of time.
Yeah, like
you know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I hate the argument that we just made orcs evil and stuff. I'm like, the only people who think that, unironically, are people who have never actually like read. You have to literally not have seen anything of Lord of the Rings to think that, because if you knew anything about them, you would know that they are corrupted elves who are literally incapable of good. Just period.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. They are literally incapable of comprehending good by their very nature, because Sauron fucked them up so badly over the course of generations. There was so much why so much inbreeding, Sauron? Why'd you turn Middle Earth into Alabama?
Listen, it was that or let them dainty elves run things, and I wasn't about to have that shit.
So it was either a choice of dainty elves or basically what Slim said.
Yeah. Pretty much, yeah. That's exactly what it was.
Since you're trying to go for the evil look, you may have made the right call.
What do you mean by evil? What do you mean by evil look? What do you mean by that, J-Step?
Well, I mean, what do you think would scare you more, the dainty look or the way that Sauron went?
I mean, as a black person, and I saw a bunch of white people with swords, I might feel a bit uncomfortable.
Okay, we might be going with a different definition of dainty. So if I pick up stupid, I'm going to apologize right now. It's like I feel like
Lord of the Rings has one strong female character with an interesting arc, and I actually like the way she's been interpreted by Frazetta. You should look into Frazetta's ink drawings. Really interesting. I can't remember her name, but when the princess fights the Witch King, there's some amazing art of her, and she has an interesting arc. So that's dumb for him to say there are no strong women at all. The guy who did Dark Materials, I can understand why he says that, but that's a lie. There is one strong woman with a full arc going on in the original book. I know it's more like, no man could defeat me, rips off her helmet, but I am no man, But hey, it's something. It's something. It's more than nothing. So that's anyway. Girls don't give a shit about girls. They give a shit about men. Girls don't like reading about other girls. They like reading about men, and men like reading about women.
Now, I just want to add something real quick because I know you guys were talking about Joss Whedon earlier.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah.
I saw this tweet. It just had me. It was too perfectly timed. It's like it's funny that Tarantino has outlasted Whedon by simply being incredibly open about being an absolute freak.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I've always had that mentality among people who are just open about who they are and don't try to hide shit are usually who are just honest and upfront about it are genuinely the most earnest people. Because like I remember when the whole Me Too thing started with Harvey Weinstein and people tried to like throw him under the bus with Harvey Weinstein and stuff.
No, Harvey Weinstein deserves to be thrown under 5 buses for other reasons than what he did to women. Just for what he did to cinema alone.
Okay, one of these days there should be a stream discussion on Resident. I know next to nothing about Resident Evil Megatron. Sorry.
I can tell you
I
some.
know the movies a little bit. My mom's a fan of the movies.
That seems like something you should try talking to Edgy about that. Like you and Edgy should definitely talk about that. But yeah, Tarantino isn't an asshole. Simple, wayward. You're right. He's actually he's actually kind of cute when he's talking about cinema. He still sounds like a fanboy. That's what makes him cute. He still talks about cinema like he's a fanboy. And it's the cutest thing. It really is.
He's like one of the few directors in like Hollywood who's like he adamantly wants to shoot film on film, not digital.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, you know why he didn't get canceled? When he was about to talk on behalf of the Weinsteins, because he's one of the few directors movies they didn't mangle, he was about to open his mouth, and then like Uma Thurman stepped in and went, "No, Quentin, no, they are assholes. They did shit to me," and he immediately backed up Uma.
They tried to cancel him like when he cause like here's the thing, him and first of all, him and all of the actors I've worked with, they like I said, he's legitimately a good guy. They're legitimately friends. Aww. And one of the things I really do respect is when like the Uma Thurman, there was 2 instances in when like filming Kill Bill where like the car crash did seriously injure her. Ooh. And she was like the car crash, and she was like the car crash basically. Sorry, you saying car crash, but she was legitimately hurt, and the studio tried to cover it up. Quentin actually tried to be vocal. Quentin tried to actually be vocal about it and try to bring it up. It was Weinstein and the others who told him to be quiet about it. So he felt guilty about that, but Uma kind of like knew that he had to keep his mouth shut about it.
Oh.
So she was like, when they tried to bring that up, he was like, he tried to talk, he tried to speak up about it. It was the lawyers and stuff that tried to keep it hush hush. Like he did genuinely care about her and say, "Hey, we need to talk about this. We need to make sure she's okay and stuff." And then there was that one scene where she got spat on, and it turns out it was Quentin the one who did it. That was the one people tried to. Yeah, it was gross. But anyway, even then, like again, Uma Thurman was like, it wasn't like a sexual thing. It was just acting. It was just part of the job. So again, like he really just isn't an asshole. Like he's a genuinely good guy. He's a bit edgy. He's a bit on edge, but he's a good guy.
Yeah, smart man to defend his star. Smart man to defend his star, because fuck Whedon. From what I heard, he's one of those that he'll toss them to the side if they don't frickin' play nice for him.
Yeah.
I love how we all just go back to Whedon.
I mean, looking at Whedon's face, I could tell.
Oh God,
you You look like the kind of guy who does all this shit behind closed
I
doors.
think-
Like I don't like judging people by their appearance, but he does look like that.
I think Daffy
Oh,
Duck.
yeah,
He has a
definitely.
very punchable face. Not that I want to punch it. I wish no violence to the guy. But if there was ever a dude that had a punchable face, he'd be in the top 10.
Oh, hey, if we're gonna rag on Weinstein, let me bring up Mimic. The Weinsteins, they hired oh my god, I can't remember his name now. The Spanish director Guillermo
Are you
del
thinking
Toro.
about Del Toro? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Harvey Weinstein was like, you can't direct. You're a hack. You should just go back to Spain. You know nothing about horror. You should
wow.
just leave. Yeah, and he ghost directed a good chunk of the movie. He drove him nuts. He almost quit the business completely. Harvey Weinstein was just horrible to him.
Hey,
Yeah, I think I remember
hey,
hearing about that a while ago.
hey, Smug. I remember hearing about that. In that series on El Rey with fucking Robert Rodriguez, where he just interviewed a bunch of directors, and he said like when he was doing, it was either Mimic or Mimic 2, where he just said like it was such a horrible experience that he almost wanted to quit directing.
Mimic. He had nothing to do with Mimic 2. That was the Weinsteins. Once you did one movie with them, they love to take your property and slap it on DVD and milk it as much as they can. They also fucked over the Wayans brothers.
That sounds about right, sadly.
I mean,
like I said, Harvey Weinstein, motherfucker.
Honestly, I don't like the only Wayans film I actually liked was Major Payne. The more I think about it.
You didn't like Scary Movie?
Oh,
That was a good movie.
That's the movie they stole from. Yeah, they stole Scary Movie from the Wayans brothers. Turns out the Wayans had a meeting. They even told them about 3. They didn't want to pay the Wayans. They didn't. There's a horrible thing with Hollywood where they just don't think black talent is worth their pay, so they try to undercut you all the damn time. Tyler Perry's really guilty of it. Fuck that guy.
They told
the Weinsteins their idea, and they shot it.
I'm just gonna be upfront. Like, black people pretend to like Tyler Perry so much. I'm just gonna be upfront. Like, from my personal experience, black people have pretended to like Tyler Perry.
I was actually going to say, I actually unironically really like the House of Pain show, and I've seen like a couple of episodes of the Meet the Browns. Yeah.
That's the thing though. Like, he can do his comedies aren't that bad actually. When he's not doing the Medea shtick, his comedies aren't bad. I like House of Pain. I like Meet the Browns. I think they're both funny shows. It's the Medea stuff and the drama he kind of sucks at.
My mom loves his dramas. She loves his movies. She loves Daddy's Little Girls.
Daddy's Little Girls. I love Daddy's Little Girls, but I'm telling you, it is like 80% of the acting is 80% of the movie is just the amazing acting by Elba. Like, if Elba was not in this movie, I probably wouldn't like it as much as I did. Elba's acting was so fucking good in that movie. Was so fucking good that I was like, and to be fair, like, Elba did do Tyler Perry did break away from his standard formula in the movie. And there are legitimately funny moments. Like, I'll say this. If I said that there was a Tyler Perry movie where I considered I would watch it, and it's unironically really good, kind of well written, and I like some of the ideas, and I really like the acting, I'd say, like, Daddy's Little Girls is his peak. I think he did a great job with that movie. That's his best movie.
I honestly don't remember any Tyler Perry movies that I could say that I like, and I'm not saying like I'm not saying I hate all of them. I'm saying I legit like they all blend together in my mind. I don't they don't stand out to me.
What's kind of
they have so many similar elements. There's a bingo
guys
card.
ever seen it's technically a banned episode now because Tyler Perry was so much of a pussy punk bitch that he actually banned the episode. But he got the episode banned of the Boondocks where they made fun of him. And like they said that this is basically every Tyler Perry plot ever. And then after watching it, I'm just like, yeah, that's pretty much it. We start off with a strong, independent, educated black woman who's in an abusive relationship with a bald guy from Law and Order, and I'm just like, and then she meets like a light skin, and then she meets like the light skinned man of her dreams. At first, she's not really interested in the light skinned guy, but eventually she lightens up to him, and he's like, "Girl, I love me some. I may be just a gardener who can't even afford a shirt, but I love me some Jesus, and I love me some you." I was busting down laughing because this is the most accurate depiction of every Tyler Perry movie ever made. And then,
where's the lie?
And then to top it all off, it says when the black dude the educated black woman goes back to her abusive boyfriend because she's a wholesome Christian woman, and he said, and the husband's like, "Well, look at me. I am dark skinned and bald, which means I hate you and I hate Jesus." And he's about to, and then he's about to hit her, and then the light skinned dude stops him and said, "Stop right there, dark bald headed dude from Law and Order."
Oh wow!
And then the light skinned gardener and independent strong black woman get together, finding a love between them and Jesus. And then all of a sudden, like the Medea parody just comes up, starting jumping around, dancing to rap music, having a gun in her hand, and it's so out of left field. And I'm like, this is the most accurate depiction of Tyler Perry films I've ever seen. That was easily top 10 funniest fucking jokes Boondocks ever did, and fuck Tyler Perry for getting that episode banned because that was fucking hilarious.
He hated them because they spoke the truth.
Yeah.
What's funny is like and I get it. It's revealed that when he was younger, he had a lot of abuse in his childhood. He was sexually abused, physically abused, and Medea was kind of an outlet for him, and so was writing. So I'm not gonna fault him for that. That's fucked up, man. And if writing and getting, doing this shit is what helped you cope and got you out of that bad situation that you were in, like he was homeless, he was sexually abused by almost everyone who cared for him. So like, yeah, this if you want me to say like, do I respect him on that level? Sure. Like you built yourself up, got yourself out of a bad situation. I'll give you respect for that. I will. I'm not gonna sit here and say I don't respect that. But you gotta learn that. You gotta learn. What was that? What?
I don't like the fact that Tyler Perry purposely underpays people. Him and Oprah blacklisted Monique because she didn't kiss their ass hard enough. She was talking about how like a pay discrepancy between black and white actors and how it's even worse with black women actors. And she was like, they were trying to pay me less than $1 million for a Netflix comedy special.
Oh yeah.
They were just bragging about. Yeah. Yeah,
I mean,
Oprah and Tyler Perry. Yeah, Oprah and Tyler Perry very much underpay black actors.
I'm not saying Monique's a bad actor or can't be funny. Like I remember the Parkers. I remember laughing at the Parkers. She was good. She's good. I'm not gonna say Monique's a bad actress or a bad actor or anything. I will say though, like I like like when it comes to star power, I wouldn't say she's the strongest. I mean, if it was someone like, and I hate to do this, but like if it was like Whoopi Goldberg or Queen Latifah or someone like that,
Oh,
I would kind of have an easier. I would kind of be more like, okay, you can't pay them small bills. You can't get away with kind of like trying to, give them the small stuff. You can't do that. You can't do that with Whoopi Goldberg. You can't do that with Queen Latifah. You can't. You can't do that. With Monique, I think the best way I can describe it is she's a little bit more niche overall. And I think that, and I'm not saying her claim is unproven or something like that. I'm just saying she feels a little bit more niche when compared to other celebrities. That's just what I'm saying. But
her career was about to explode. Her career was about to explode due to Precious, and she even won like the Golden Globe and was nominated for a lot of shit. But because she didn't kiss their ass hard enough, they pretty much spread out the word to the rest of Black Hollywood: don't hire Monique. Like, don't hire her. She's not good to work with. She's not da. Like Tyler Perry and Oprah pretty much killed her career.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that sounds like a dick move. Okay, I can see that. That sounds like a dick move. Anyway, this is about D&D, and I've never played it before once in my life. So I wanted. So what Smug asked me earlier was that I want to make a D&D character tomorrow or whatever, and I was like, you know what? I'm doing a stream, like just for the hell of it. So why don't he just come up on a stream, and he can make me a D&D character live, and we can all have a good laugh.
Oh,
Any objections? Also, to the audience, I have had 3 shots of vodka, and I lit some hash. So I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good.
Right with you, brother.
Out there. I am still mad at how poorly I rolled that blunt. I'm actually kind of pissed off.
You think you can roll the dice, right?
Hey, Backtunes, what's up, brother? So Smug, how does this whole character creation work? Are we doing Skyrim rules or just anything goes?
Let's see. So there's 2 different ways that we're going to be rolling for the game that I'm going to be DMing. There is the 4d6, drop the lowest number. That's one of them. The other is the standard array, which is just 15, 14, 13, 12, 10, 8, which you can just, you don't have to do it in that order. You can just, put a 15 in wherever you want, a 14 wherever you want. That's for your stats. Hold on, I got my player's handbook somewhere around here. I'm gonna get it right now.
Smug, let me ask you something. What's the best way to play? What's the simplest way to play? Because I'm a bit buzzed, and I think that the less numbers, the better this is gonna go for me.
All right.
Oh, dude. Oh, you have not played D&D, have you? Oh.
I'm just fucking around. Not really. If there's an easier way to play this, please don't hesitate to tell me. But I'm aware that it's a bit of a complicated game.
Before we get too far into this, are we going to be playing with the older, cooler rules, or are we playing with those newer, everyone gets a gold star rules?
I think you already know the answer to that, Jason.
Oh, hold on.
You know,
I had to make sure that it was clear.
you know in the
Probably
podcast.
Gold Star. Probably Gold Star.
In this podcast, you guys don't see it because it's on a plank that I completely made up for the sake of making this joke. Everyone on this podcast gets a kick in the nuts. Everyone,
right.
I don't get one.
even women get a kick in the nuts. Soggy.
Wait,
I'm
what are
not
you gonna
gonna
do?
pull
Are you
up.
gonna temporarily give her
I'm
a
not-
dick?
Dude, don't
No,
crap on me.
no.
That's a fucking
I'm
What kind of dick do you
crime.
have?
No, I mean, like this is like the nigga that's like the nigga technology discussion. I don't mean nigga as a racial quantity. I mean nigga as ignorant shit. So when I say balls, I do not mean actual physical balls. I mean everyone has their egos cut off, like attacked. We fuck around. No one's exempt. Even me. Even me. Like, you know how many times you guys have kicked me in the nuts?
Oh, I'm full on Johnny Cage, spread my legs, gone down under, and uppercutted or Goro style. You're right. I've gone for the nuts. We've all gone for the nuts. Definitely. I'm going to say this. When you're in much more macho groups, you go for the nuts way more. Women will kind of do the bitches, but like I've never. Only when the groups fall apart when you see women start doing the real fighting. And the real fighting gets fucking nasty. Don't ever get into a real fight with a woman. It's mean.
Yeah, like I grew up around a lot of women, a lot of aunts and cousins and female cousins. So I know how it goes. When they snap, they snap. It's not a pretty thing. It's not pretty at all. Because they talk. Because they don't do it. It's always behind their back. It's always here's the thing. Dudes will just be up front. Will be up front about something. We'll just say, "Hey, dude, not cool, fucked up. What the hell?" And we'll get over it. We'll get over it in like a day, a week, at most. Like, girls will hold on to resentment for years. There was this time. There's one time where my mother, when she was like 10 years old, and her sister, my aunt, and one of her friends, got her in trouble with my great grandmother, and they broke a light in like the back of the house, like our old, what I call it, our family house. And basically they got a beating for it. They got a whooping for it. Not a beating, a whooping. So she took off the belt, and they were sore for a couple of days. To this day, my ma has not forgiven her for that shit because she lied on her. She still has a grudge against her. I'm like, Ma, it's been almost 30 years. She's like, I don't care. They still talk. We're still close. Our family's still really close. But she still hasn't gotten over that. Like, she's legit still mad about that.
My mom, she'll talk about stories about when her and her sister were in high school. The way she describes themselves, and even from the photos of them, they're fucking Daria and Quinn Morgendorffer from Daria.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah. Like, she was, like, the older, it was younger and older this time, but the older one was so obsessed with popularity that she, like, stole something from my mother. It was, like, a fancy pearl that she said, don't take it. She stole it from her, dropped it, and refused to bend down to pick it up because she's wearing a mini skirt and bending down is beneath her. It's not cool. So my mother, weeks later, here's the next part of the story. So weeks later, my mother, remembering this bullshit with the pearl of her stealing it and losing it because bending over is not cool, she went, "Sister, it's time to brush your beautiful, luxurious hair." And my mother have you ever seen the circle brushes?
Yeah.
It is, yeah. So she starts to take the circle brush and the beautiful hair, and then rip, 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 rip. Oh no! It's caught! Your hair's caught in the brush! I just messed up. I'm so sorry. Looks like we have to cut your hair. So yeah, like my mother has some vicious stories about plotting and waiting revenge on Miss Popularity herself.
It's
Oh,
like
boy.
Game of Thrones.
So, yeah, be careful next time someone has a wedding.
Oh my god! The red wedding, but instead of murder, there's a hairbrush in the bride's head.
Oh no, there's murder. There's murder still.
Either that or
There's murder of her character. Oh! The whole court's gotta be talking.
I watched the Mad Lads on the event that inspired the Red Wedding, and apparently the Irish still, like you even said it, the Scots are still holding a grudge against that, to the point where they say no Campbells allowed. They're still mad about that. Like, people are still mad about that. And it's been over 300 years.
Got a castle.
And it's been over almost 200 years, and they still have signs that say we don't serve stragglers and we don't serve Campbells.
oh wow.
Like,
thank God I ain't a Campbell.
And it was like I forgot the name of it. It was like the McDonald genocide.
I shouldn't be laughing. Fucking
hang on, let me look it up. I'm anti neo-capitalism, not normal capitalism. Normal capitalism's okay.
Oh god, not our weird hyper-evolved in your fucking face in your school. God, I do not like the public school system for a multitude of reasons. A big one is the advertising in it. Just thinking back to it, it's pretty fucking disgusting. Oh, McDonald's has slipped into the school system for like nutrition. Learn all about nutrition from McDonald's, or you'll notice that things are sponsored by Nike and Powerade, and there's this weird thing with like corporations in our American schools, and it's gotten worse since the recession.
Like the only two big ones that I remember back in high school was a machine, because our high school is very well known for what we used to be. I don't know what the state is like right now, because like our coach quit, and it's for really weird reasons that, let's just say, he was fucking the school counselor when that's technically not allowed.
Ooh.
It wasn't anything. It wasn't anything illegal or anything bad. It's just that, she technically doesn't work for the school board. She works for the state, and she's not allowed to fraternize. So yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, that's bullshit. We usually meet our others through our jobs or shit like that. Like that whole you should date people at work. Bitch, that's how a lot of people meet their other. That really is.
No, but that was like the only problem is that she worked for the state. She didn't work for the school. She worked for the state, and which means she can't fraternize with the teachers, like, as a rule. And I kind of understood that, but still.
Yeah, that's like that. That's like that episode of Futurama with the girl who's obsessed with Fry. Dirty boy!
Yeah, exactly like that. She worked for the state, not the school. If she worked for the school, it wouldn't have mattered because we had people we had people in the school. We had teachers who were literally married to each other.
Hmm.
So it wasn't like it was a big deal. It was like, and everyone knew about it too. It wasn't like they were keeping it a secret. Everyone knew about it. Although I will admit that I was a bit okay. This is where things are gonna get crazy, but I admit that I didn't know about it at first until someone said anything about it. But it wasn't like a secret or anything or a scandal or anything. It was just something we didn't talk about. You know what I mean? So when I heard about it, I was like, okay, this isn't so bad. But then I realized our coach is a really big dude. He's a big black burstly dude, and our teacher and the secretary in question is like a rounded but petite small white woman. And when your imagination lingers, you can't look at these two the same way anymore. You get one glimpse.
Are you telling me this was the real life version of that scene in White Chicks where Terry Crews specifically goes after tiny white women and we find one of his dates and she's in a wheelchair?
No. It's just something you can't get out of your head when you see those two ever again. Thankfully, I found out after I had it
around his big dick.
Soggy, I hate you.
Oh
God. But anyway.
Oh my God. Now I'm just imagining your coach is Terry Crews also.
No, cause he's built more like he's kind of a fat. He's built like Uncle Phil from fucking Fresh Prince.
And that was the coach?
Oh, that's even better. Oh, that's better. Oh my God! Oh my God! 5 Uncle Phils surrounded by a white woman. Cowlicks, 5 giant Uncle Phils around one tiny white woman.
But she wasn't. But here's the thing: that was even worse because she wasn't like tiny. Because she was just short, but she was still, you know, she had like I didn't find it. She was. Oh fuck! I'm gonna say she was thick. All right, and that's what everything I'll say. She was thick. All right, she was small and thick.
I don't want none of your good buns, hun.
Fuck.
I like them round and juicy, so and she
was, and like these are two people who are like, it's like two people who are like in their 40s, so like they were rounded out adults, so it's not. I'm making this worse than it actually is. I'm making it worse. Oh my God! What am I?
I've noticed. Every time I've gone to casinos, especially in California, I would see usually like a black or Hispanic guy, like really short, normal size, with a really fat white chick with a lot of ass. Didn't help that I was kind of in the same boat at the same time.
No offense, but like the reason for that is because they'll do anything. They'll try anything. They'll do anything. I'm not trying to be mean, but like they'll do anything.
My God. Have you guys seen Wife Swap with like the really like weirdly sexist and racist couples going on where it's like this black guy with like a super subservient like redneck white woman as his wife?
You know that
that's a fucking trip and a half.
Find those kind of special people. It's like, you just wonder how do those interviews go? Like, Okay, sir, madam, tell us a little about yourself. Well, we're just a normal family. I have a job. My wife, she takes care of the kids. It's like, that sounds pretty boring. It's like, well, I think that insert whatever group here is trying to destroy the country, and my wife agrees. And then you hear the wife just like kind of saying the complete opposite thing. It's like, oh, we're getting them. Or some crap like that.
Oh god, the Hinckleys are real. The Hinckleys are really that chaotic. Like they are that chaotic and that the Balloon Boy family. Balloon Boy did nothing wrong. The Hinckleys are innocent.
I know exactly what episodes like. I know exactly what episode Soggy's talking about.
Thank you. Yeah, and then there was a black woman who was like, I hate black men. That is why I specifically married a white man, and he does everything I want him to. Right, babe? Yes, queen! And he's like rubbing her feet.
Yeah, I'm not like, here's the thing. I'm gonna be like, I know, like, I just couldn't do that. Like, I want somebody who's like basically a friend I can fuck. I'm just gonna be upfront. Like, that's kind of what I'm looking for in a girlfriend. If that happens, you wanna get
that's what Slim's looking for.
And you wanna get not even really fuck, just somebody to hang out with. You wanna get pizza and watch bad movies on Netflix. I mean, there doesn't even be Netflix, just bad movies, and laugh at them. That's all I want.
Eat some pizza,
I can't have that.
play some games, watch movies, finger a little. I don't know. See where the night takes us.
The thing I have a problem with, I thought we were doing like D&D thing, but I guess we're.
Yeah, I was about to ask, like, aren't we supposed to be
what happened to D&D?
Because it's got to the point where I kind of like, all right, should I change the message for what people should be expecting? Because we kind of went off topic.
I mean, that's like literally like most. That is, I think that's kind of like the hallmark of what makes the All-Star podcast so good. We do literally whatever the fuck we want.
Somehow we stayed on topic for Kong Godzilla the whole time, and we even had an after hours podcast. Ooh, and I just muted everyone so I can't hear. Okay, now I can.
Hello.
Hear. Oh no, now I can't.
Yeah, we can. I can.
Okay, now I can hear. Oh, I sat on my controller.
Yeah, like it'll happen once in a blue moon where we actually stay on topic. For the most part, we just gotta talk and do whatever. I blew a lot of money on art supplies that I don't know how to use, and I feel stupid. But it is cool. I got a lead holder. I don't know what makes it different from a mechanical pencil, but I spent over $30 on it. Yay! But anyway, fuck. Hang on, let me put this back in here. Excuse me. Sorry.
Now let's start building your character.
Yeah, let's just do that. Let's build characters, guys. Let's build characters.
All right. Smudge, you there?
I'm a clown named Smugseid. Yeah. I'm named Smudgy, and I love to rub mud on people's face and steal their keys. I like to steal their keys and break in their house and touch their things. That's how you play D&D, right? You pretend to be a clown who touches people's things. Wait, that sounds like real life.
That sounds like some sort of weird. That sounds like some weird. All right, see you, Wayward. Yeah, see you next time. It sounds like some weird Scottish folklore elf type shit. Soggy, I'm not gonna lie.
It does. Holy shit, it fucking does. Yeah, no, that's my druid ancestry. That's my druid knowledge. That's my druid knowledge telling you about the secret world.
I'm the Skittledorf. I go in and touch all your stuff when you're not around. Yeah. The Skittledorf will not be taken lightly.
You, Skittlerdorf, get up! I have bacon and eggs, your one weakness. Shoo! Tra-la-la-la! You do not like that song, go away! I throw my bacon eggs at thee.
What the hell is this? It's all ruddy. You didn't even cook them all the way through. Why did you cook them all the way through?
St. Jeremy taught me the recipe. Because you're touching my things. Get out. You're scaring my children. My wife is having a miscarriage. Get out. Proceeds to throw more bacon and eggs. Right. Smug, this is D&D, right?
It's turkey bacon. You don't even give me real bacon, you witch.
I think this is officially titled
low sodium
Lost
right
the Plot.
now because she's having a miscarriage because you're scaring her. Get out. Her wife's like, it's okay. It wasn't a miscarriage. I was just shitting myself. So I figured I made it a little too dark. I made it too dark. Don't worry, people. The baby survived. She just shit herself. The family is fine. The Skittledorf ran back into its hovel.
Okay. Anyway, Smug, how do you do this character creation thing?
All right. So, actually, what we should have started with was the race. So we didn't really need a roll after all. Well, I mean, we will, just not like right now, you know. Well, yeah, it's just not the first step. First step would be just choosing your race first. That's you can choose from the handbook if you want, but there's also like homebrew content on D&D Beyond. That's usually where I tend to get mine, but yeah, you can choose anything like an orc, a halfling, human, elf, whatever's on your mind.
Go ahead. You guys go ahead. I'm still thinking about what I want right now.
Let's see. So Slim, how do you tackle problems? Do you tackle them head on with a sword, or do you prefer to be in the back trying to do something more sneaky and creative, like set the room on fire as a distraction?
I usually
you can play
try to
games normally, or you can play it like a menace.
Usually I like to come up with plans, and I like to improvise. So when I go in with a plan and things don't go my way, I usually just go with the flow after that. If the plan fails once, I only have a plan A, and I almost never have a plan B. That's kind of my whole shtick, I guess.
Play a half elf thief.
Yeah, I was thinking that too. Or yeah.
Let me see what races are in D&D.
I don't know what their current stats are.
Oh my god!
I know like general things.
So, like, people keep thinking Valor is a mix between Luffy from One Piece and Johnny Test.
Okay. How?
Like his look. Like Valor, how he looks.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Like it looks like between Luffy and fucking Johnny Test, and I'm just like, I hate how many people you do the Johnny Test comparison.
I'm gonna tell you what he really looks like. He looks like the main character of a French anime.
I can see that. I can see that actually. The thing about it is, there was a lot of like different influences for like his character, what he looks like. You want to know? You want to know like some like one of the some of the influences. I would say a big influence is actually 2D from Gorillas. Actually,
Oh, that makes sense.
like the whole gap in his tooth thing and like a lot of his mannerisms. I did like think like 2D from Gorillas. Yeah. Anyway, let me look at these races real quick. I'm gonna use the races as I'm gonna pick my race, which honest to God doesn't sound, which sounds weird out loud. Like oh yeah, what do I want? What race do I want to be today? Do I feel like being followed? Do I feel like being followed at the JCPenney today? Do I feel like that?
Dragon,
Or do
yes,
I feel
yes, like Wakfu.
Or do I feel like being or do I feel like having people ask me can I push their car today? I don't know. Let's just see where this takes us. Let's look at these. Why do they always think like black? Why do they think always black people equals like fucking why do they think black people always equal fucking orcs anyway? I never understood that.
I don't know.
I love,
The only
sorry.
things I could think of is because I've seen sci-fi media where they cross out black people and put in alien, and I'm wondering if that's people just trying to be like, oh, is that supposed to be a replacement for black people? Like how in District 9 the weird crab aliens are black people. It's weird. It's a weird thing in sci-fi, and it's weird with people trying to apply it to orcs. Screw it. Orcs can be whatever the hell you want. I'm doing my own orcs right now. Read my interactive comic, y'all. It's gonna be inspired by like MS Paint Adventure style things. It's called Orc Girlfriend. We already picked our characters. I did ask people for race. They said elf. I just said it was an isekai, and I didn't say an earth race. So already our isekai starring an elf. So that's different already. But I hate when people say like what they were saying for coding for like orcs, and I'm just going, you just it sounds so fucking racist. I'm not going to say it. I will say this though, I thought Piccolo was black because he was cool. Those were some cool guys. Think about this: kids' cartoons in the 90s. The token black kid was usually the cool one. So I always thought it was weird when people just associated negative things with black people. Black people are cool.
Yeah, I really
stupid.
like.
I'm gonna get canceled for this. I'm gonna get canceled for saying black people are cool, and I code cool people as black.
You just imagine that, like when people interview, like, and how did you get canceled, ma'am? Well, I said that these people were cool, and then just like, oh.
I
can't say that?
It's weird because he's not even like. Here's the thing: I wouldn't even understand if like he was like voiced by a black guy, but he's not. It's Christopher Sabat.
Who we
He's a
talking
white
about?
dude.
I think a
Like
lot of
Piccolo.
Kids get confused. I think a lot of kids get confused.
You know what it is? And I think this is actually, despite this is my own personal opinion, I do think this is kind of accurate because I remember growing up with Dragon Ball Z and all that, and a lot of people used to kind of joke and say Piccolo was black because of like his attitude. Because like people be like, oh, he's so cool. He's kind of standoffish and a loner, and I know a lot of people kind of associated that with, oh, he's like black, even though there's plenty of other characters that have traits like that who aren't like white characters who have traits like that.
I think kids wanted a main black character. I think kids just wanted him to be an honorary black guy. Because when everyone plays Dragon Ball Z, they don't want their friends to say, oh, you can be Popo. They want them to say, be Piccolo. They don't want their friends to say something awful.
No, because most kids don't think about that kind of stuff. Like, I remember growing up, Piccolo was like people's favorite character, regardless of anything else. They were just like, "Oh man, Piccolo's so cool."
It's weird. It's weird. How
I always got you can't beat them. You're not a girl.
Something weird. Like people forget. Dragon Ball Z was extremely popular with black people. It's
black people and Hispanic people.
Like black people and Hispanic people.
Yeah, black people, Latinos.
Black people and Hispanic people fucking love Dragon Ball. Like legit love Dragon Ball Z. Like I heard, I think Latinos like Dragon Ball more than Dragon Ball Z, but black people definitely love Dragon Ball Z.
Oh yeah,
because I remember. I think I said this before. Well, because it's one of those. Because to me, it's one of those shows where it's like, and to me, it's one of the same reasons why Godzilla versus Kong was so successful. Is that like a lot of people they love that, like, not to say Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z doesn't have those moments, but sometimes they just love that spectacle. They kind of gravitate towards that. It's something that, regardless of like what side of the aisle, your background and stuff, it's something so detached from reality that you all can kind of gravitate towards it because you don't need to relate to it. It's just it.
And not to mention the characters. Not to mention the characters are just fucking fun. They're just really likable characters. Like these are extremely likable characters. That's it. There's no BS to it. It's just Goku is a likable character.
I forgot something.
What's that?
I think the other reason why a lot of people kind of thought the Namekians were black is because there's a scene in one of the, I don't remember which dub, it's an early dub. Frieza starts getting into a fight with one of them, and he starts throwing out some taunts that sound kind of racist. Like he starts like, "Hey, you're looking kind of green." Like I was like, "Is that a weird alien racist taunt?" Because
Frieza is a racist. Like, have you seen how he talks to Saiyans?
Yeah.
Hello, monkeys.
Oh hell yeah!
But that's one of those where it's like. That's one of those where it's like, oh my god, is this like it's one of those where he's racist towards Namekian, so of course it's going to be reflective of someone being racist towards any other real life race because he's literally being racist.
He's literally a racist. Anyway,
just making sure I'm not coming off like the ignorant white chick here. Because I see so many white chicks on Twitter. All right.
Bagtoons gets it. Hello, monkeys.
Yeah. No, you're cool.
Oh yeah, that actually kind of reminds me when everyone was ranting about Lindsay Ellis. I saw there was this thread by this one. I think she might have been black or Asian. I forgot, but no, I think she might have been black. But she basically said something along the lines of Lindsay Ellis. She kind of excused this kind of sexual harassment sort of stuff that was going on behind the scenes and shit. And like Lindsay Ellis was she was what's the word? Well, she was trying to play it. She was trying to like play it off like, oh, it's no big deal. But then Nella, I don't know if you know her. She's one of Lindsay Ellis's friends. She then said something like, she kind of just slut shamed the girl who was getting like sexually harassed. So it's kind of like Lindsay Ellis. I'm kind of like, I don't know. There's probably some like shit going on behind the scenes with her, but
Yeah,
I don't know.
like here's the thing: the whole Channel Awesome thing was so all over the place that, honest to God, everyone just looked like an asshole. Like it didn't matter what side of the aisle you were on. Everyone looked like an asshole.
Honestly, I could kind of say the same for BreadTube. Like, and there's something I've kind of noticed with BreadTube is that you are hard pressed to find one person in that entire community who is anything other than white.
Yeah, like some white 30-something who has this weird aura of just pretentious elitism. Like it really does. Like, I really do hate that. Like, here's the thing: no matter how, like, again, like I said, the whole Channel Awesome chase the channel thing. When it comes to that, I do think that, because here's the thing, I don't. One thing I will say though, in their defense, I don't think Doug Walker is anywhere near as bad as they say he is.
Mm-hmm.
Because the stuff they were saying about him, at the end of the day, it just sounds like he was a bad manager, but that's it. But they tried to make it a bigger deal than what it actually was. Because, like, it just said, oh, well, he was kind of like it just really did come off. Whenever they talked about Doug, it came off like they were being. I think, like, whenever they talked about Doug, it was like really, really petty. Like, oh, he was a bad man. Like, he was a bad manager. He didn't know how to work the camera. He was hard to work with. Yada yada yada. And I'm like, okay, I get it. It's like having. It felt like more like they were complaining about an employee they just didn't like. They not even so much that they hated or couldn't stand, just an employee they just couldn't like. But since he's the face of Channel Awesome, they kind of tried to like make him a bigger problem than what he actually was. And then they said Rob. I can believe like Rob being in it. Like, they didn't even say like Doug was like a straight up asshole. They just said he was a bad manager. Essentially, he was a bad manager. And then they said Rob was a pretentious asshole who was hard to work with, which I 100% believe, by the way, because I've seen Rob on his own, Rob Walker on his own, and he does come off as like a snobbish asshole. But he the Walker brothers, they are not like as bad as they made him out to be, and that's when I raised my eyebrows. And then, like, when they started walking away, like Todd in the Shadows, for example, Todd in the Shadows, Lindsay Ellis, Linkara. Who gives a shit about Linkara anyway?
Honestly,
well, he actually left right beforehand. The timeline's a little different. Linkara actually left 6 months before. Yeah, he's kind of the reason why the document was put together. He was the last member kind of holding it together.
Like I said, like the whole basis of Channel Awesome and that guy with the glasses type stuff is they had way too many creators under one roof. They really didn't need to be like this big,
very mismanaged
corporate. Yeah, they really didn't. If they were just their own independent creators that like formed.
What was his name? What was Mike's name? The bald Mike, the one who owned Channel Awesome. He was a real.
I think like he's the one who actually like received the serious stuff they talked about, and like the only reason Doug couldn't address it or talk about it or can't really be vocal about it is because Mike
doesn't own the rights.
technically
That guy does.
he owns the right. He owns the rights to
No,
Channel
he
Awesome.
doesn't technically. He owns the rights. He
I mean,
owns
like,
the rights
I mean,
to the
like,
character too.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, he owns like here's the thing: the Walkers own like 40 to 30%. He owns like 60 to 70%. He owns the majority. So if Doug wanted to walk, so technically Doug still owns some of Channel Awesome, just not all of it. Not enough to be like the guy who wears the pants. Point is that if Doug left, and I think he kind of just does want to do his own thing, and I think they do let him do his own thing overall. But if Doug left, he would have to start all the way over, like everything. And this is a guy who like built his entire career on this, and this is what might be what feeds his family and pays for his house. So I kind of understand the whole situation of him just saying, I kind of have to stick to this because I cannot afford to start all the way over. I can't do it. And I'm like, yeah, I completely understand why. So, like, with him, I could give him some leeway on that whole thing. I think people you could have any opinion you want on Nostalgia Critic or Doug Walker, or that he has bad opinions or whatever. But at the end of the day, his worst crime is having bad opinions on movies. That's my personal opinion. That is his worst offense.
I mean, that is punishable by death.
Covering the Jew Wario rape. Covering the Jew Wario rape, there was a active conspiracy about hiding it, and he knew about the 2 rapes that happened. So no, Doug's a facilitator to rape. So I think he's an idiot. I think they're all egotistical morons. Just the thing with the Jew Wario thing, and then them outing it. There were people trying to say, "Oh, do you think it was a conspiracy theory that they linked things on purpose to direct everything?" And some of the people went, "No, they're that fucking stupid to not understand how to crop documents or to understand what to talk about or what not to talk about." Like, they posted, and one of them in the chat literally went, "Oh no, it's him again, isn't it?" So they even fucking knew he was a toucher. So Doug knew there was a toucher. So, Doug gets no sympathy from me. Yeah, the fact that they only got rid of him after the 2nd time. That's the serious shit no one's talking about. Sorry, I know, I just brought everything down. Sorry!
I don't even know who we're talking about.
Critic.
Anyway, the races, yeah.
Yeah, we went real far out of that, but
we really did go deep. Okay, so
I couldn't stay quiet on that. I couldn't stay quiet with that Channel Awesome thing. Like, they're so, it was the worst example of a bros club and them keeping their other creators out of the loop. And like you said, they employed too many fucking people just with mismanagement. Get out of it. It's the quickest lesson you can learn, people. Quit as fast as you can. If something's starting to fucking turn bad, I'm talking from experience. Quit. Things start getting weird. It doesn't matter about your career or whatever. Leave it. If you notice some real bullshit going on in your places of work, your projects, yeah, just get the hell out.
Okay, so
races, yeah. Sorry.
Okay, what did you guys pick from your pick things?
Didn't we go with half elf, half human? If that was an option.
Sure. You want to be half elf, half human?
I thought that's who you were going with. I didn't.
Oh no, I haven't picked mine yet. I'm looking through the catalog.
Oh wait, so we're all making.
I don't have the catalog.
Sure.
I was saying, yeah,
sure.
I don't know nothing about
Yeah,
D&D
I'm
stuff.
not in the game.
Well,
Yeah,
well,
let's all fucking do it. Get on there, look up D&D races, and pick a race. Come on,
Yeah.
let's
All
all
right.
fucking do it. It won't be as fun if it's just me,
Yeah, fair enough.
assholes.
Well, I don't know where to access this
All right,
stuff.
can I?
Just okay. Let me explain. There are these weird rectangular devices that give you so much information and knowledge. It's called your phone. You can look up D&D races on your Google it on your phone. You get like a list of D&D races. It's weird, I know. It's weird.
Yeah,
to
but aren't there
say.
like different versions and shit? Like,
Who cares? Just pick one. I'm
I'm
sorry.
gonna be a lizard. I'm gonna be a lizard.
let's see, character sheets. Here we go.
Lizard.
5th edition sounds. I guess
There's lizard
5th
people,
edition.
but I think they're automatically evil. I have to re-look it up. I believe they're automatically evil.
I don't think there's like an evil, good, or bad. Is there smug? You're the expert
In
here.
D&D, there was at one point.
Smug, you there?
mhm.
Can you just pick? Can you just pick any
Let's see,
random
are we
race?
doing 5th?
Yeah, 5th edition. Hold on, I have it in references. There you go.
Oh, whoa.
sweet.
Let's see.
Da, da, da.
Actually, I think I know which one I want to go with.
Mhm.
I think
What?
I'm going to go with a half orc.
You're gonna go with the half orc?
Yep, I'm going half orc
Half orc. Okay, cool.
because this way I can still be party with you guys and have a little. And I just thought the character looks neat.
I just think they're neat.
Yeah, I just think they're neat.
Let's
Oh,
see
it
here.
just takes me to some fucking buy page. Damn.
Relentless endurance. Let's see what their stats are. Half orcs, grayish pigmentation, slopping foreheads, jutting jaws, prominent teeth, and towering builds make their orcish heritage plain for all to see.
I'm good with it.
Yeah,
Racial traits. You get savage attacks, dark vision. You get menacing, relentless endurance, +2 strength, +1 constitution.
Oh crap! This guy sounds like fun.
yeah, you your ability score increases, strength increases by 2, and your constitution increases by 1. So when you start rolling for stats, or if you use a standard array, you can just add those to your stats later.
I found this weird chili sauce in the fridge, and I'm just tasting it, and it just tastes awesome. I don't even know what it is.
I'm thinking I'm gonna be a lizard folk. Probably gonna be a lizard folk.
She's a lizard wizard.
Says they act alien, so. I am Lizzie the lizard.
All right, let's see.
From the bastion of creativity, right there.
Lizzie the lizard. It's better than what I was originally going.
I love that game. I fucking love that game.
There are those that would call me Tim. If you get that reference, good for you. If you don't, well, I don't blame you. The reference is well over 40 years old.
Yeah, I
God,
don't. I
you're
don't
old.
think I get that one. Not at this moment.
Okay, lizard
Monty
folk
Python and the
possess
Search for the Holy Grail.
lizard folk possess
Oh,
an
I still not
alien,
seen it.
an
He was the wizard guy.
an inscrutable mindset. Their desires and thoughts are driven by a different set of basic principles than those of warm-blooded creatures. +2 constitution, +1 wisdom. You get bite, cunning artisan, hold breath, hunter's lore, natural armor, and hungry jaws. Jesus Christ, Soggy! Get the whole package.
Yeah.
Argonian.
And I get to be a creep. I get to be a weird lizard person. I seek words. I can't do a tongue flicker right now. That was weird.
La 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 la.
With FIFA beans and a nice Shantae. I don't know how to do that thing.
I think
Laying sun. Eat more.
I think I'm gonna go tiefling because all the rest seem kind of. I definitely ain't being no elf. That ain't happening.
Okay then. You got something against Elspell?
Yeah.
Okay then, just making sure.
I mean, he's fucking Sauron. What do you think? He has a problem with fucking elves.
I'm like Frieza. I'm upfront about it.
That's like asking Palpatine. You got a problem with Jedi?
Yeah.
Well, okay then.
Yeah, I do have problem with Jedi.
Plus, like they're the closest to being like evil, so I gotta stick with that.
To be greeted with stares and whispers, to suffer violence and insults on the street, to see mistrust and fear in every eye. This is a lot of the tiefling. Well, shit.
Those guys.
You get +2 charisma, +1 intelligence, dark vision, hellish resistance, and infernal legacy. So, are you like a dark elf, basically?
No, don't you dare put that evil on me.
You're the elf going through the emo phase.
It's not a phase. Damn it.
Dude, tieflings are usually played by cute queer girls. I'm just gonna say that's what I've noticed. Tieflings seem to mostly be played by like manic pixie dream chicks.
Well, it's time to subvert some expectations.
And unlike some people, he'll do it
Ooh,
competently.
dark tiefling. Yes, eternal dragon. I will eat heads. I will eat my enemies. I will detach my jaws. Now I'm gonna play it with a lisp. I'm gonna eat them. I'm gonna detach my jaws and I'm gonna eat them. Nom 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 nom.
Okay. I'm looking over this and I think I know what I want to be. Hang on. I want to look at one thing. Sorry.
My girlfriend, by the way, Jess is on the stream. Hey, baby girl. Is apparently she said, Soggy, you know your stuff. Wow. She's actually working on a commission for that tieflings are played by cute girls.
Yeah, I remember seeing that sci-fi cosplay documentary that was so skewed for that. Like the producer was, I don't want to see men, I just want to see cute girls. And I remember these two cute girls, like they were, I think they were BioShock. They did the huge BioShock cosplay, but they did tiefling cosplay for like a smaller smaller convention. Yeah, I've noticed tieflings are normally played by cute chicks or like people who are very manic pixie dream girl in their character.
Are you implying that I am not cute?
Nah.
Okay.
You are the cutest, Sauron. Sauron, you're so cute. Wait, I don't know what my lizard voice is. It's gonna jump around. My lizard brain is all over the fucking place today.
Hey, at least you have a brain. I'm working with
I figured out what I want it to be.
All right.
I am going to be. I'm going to be, well, a goblin.
Okay then.
Good.
Goblins
goblins.
occupy.
We will eat heads.
Goblins occupy an uneasy place in a dangerous world, and they react by lashing out at any creatures they believe they can bully. Yep, that sounds like me.
Turn on the screen. I'll draw our characters.
I'm actually a little bit nervous now because it's like, Slim is a goblin. From which universe are you from? Are you from D&D, or do you want to go to Japan and go for the goblins that come from that time I got reincarnated as slime, or do you want to go as Goblin Slayer type goblins?
Why would you want to be a Goblin Slayer goblin? Because then you have Goblin Slayer to worry about.
True, but have you seen some of the goblins there? I mean, those guys were cut.
You want to be reincarnated as a slime goblins. They go from cute to cut.
Yeah, that is true.
Turn on the screen. I'll draw our characters for us.
Oh, thank you, son.
Where you got screen? Hold on. Okay, hang on. I got this thing.
Whoops! I almost tried to save it. There we go.
There we go.
Thank you.
I'll be right back. I gotta take a piss. And Smug, can you explain what your character's race is?
Mm-hmm.
While I go take a piss. Oh, hey, Hedgie. What's up?
Oh, no,
Excuse me.
Trogdor.
It's coming out like the the gecko or chameleon twins from like Rocco.
Huh. Well, now that you added that extra foot, it doesn't look like Trogdor the Birdinator anymore.
Whoops, I keep trying to save that, and I keep forgetting that that's not what I want to do. Let's see, I got to put a hood on it, so I got to turn down this opacity. Yeah, I figured when I do Orc Girlfriend, I may want to do it as an interactive podcast. Like have a scheduled night. Like I want to figure out how to make like a piece of interactive art.
That would be cool.
Like, yeah, that's what, like when I was saying inspired by Homestuck, I don't mean like weird MS Paint drawings. I mean like taking suggestions from people, like that sort of stuff. You know what? I don't like these eyes. I'm going to change these eyes. Changing a story accordingly, because I know early on, like but the guy burnt himself out. I definitely want to plan it as a weekly thing, and that's or bi-week or twice a month, probably a twice a month thing, and have that planned out. Because I want to make a piece of art that I want to be proud of, and I think interactive might really help me. Because I've recently gone through like a kind of a creative burnout.
I've actually been I've been writing a lot of horror stuff lately. I don't know why.
Nice.
There's one where basically a guy shows up on an island. And let's just say the island affects people in a very special way, including himself. And let's just say things get weird.
He becomes a homosexual! Strange Curse of Fire Island!
Okay then.
Sure. How did you guess my twist? Soggy, you ruined it! How'd you guess my twist? Fuck. Let's see. The first character I played as was a Dragonborn Paladin. He had a negative mod to intelligence, but he was a tank. Huh. I picked a goblin because I'm gonna plan things out. I want to be more of a planner
And a bully.
than a bully. Yeah, I'm not gonna just go in gun sword.
Oh,
I'm not gonna.
you're gonna
I'm
be
just,
a planner? Let's give you glasses
Yeah, I'm gonna.
then. Let's give your guy glasses. All right, let's
No,
give him some big old
give me
glasses.
goggles.
How about say like goggles? Probably
Okay, let's
more
give you-
fantasy.
Yeah, let's give you some Googles. Let's give you some Google goggles. Let's see, red goggles. Let's see.
Didn't go over.
So I wonder
Don't worry,
if
I'm gonna redraw it.
I wonder if D&D goes well. It probably doesn't because Japanese lore, Japanese rules. But I wonder if it's similar to if the longer goblin lives, the more powerful they become.
I don't know. I know they'll play. I know they directly translate D&D. I know there's some homebrewed ones. I know. I know some smaller games are really popular in Japan too.
All right, so
Because I know goblins and tunnels or travels and tunnels.
who's got munchies and why aren't you sharing?
I'm sorry, that's me. I've been drinking sake, so I need some salt.
I didn't know.
Ooh, yummy.
Do you live in Japan, Sauron?
No, I lived there for 2 years, and a lot of habits followed me. One of them was sake drinking.
Oh shit! I didn't know you lived in Japan. That's awesome.
That is
Mhm.
pretty cool.
Fucking dope.
It was sweet. Best duty station of my life.
Oh, you were it was a military thing.
Yeah.
Ah, cool.
When it comes to Japan, it's like if you see an American, they're going to be one of two things: a student or military.
Ah,
That's the main two.
my uncle was a cook in the Navy. What's up with the hair?
CS.
I'm giving him Johnny Bravo hair. I was trying to say Bravo on top.
Thank you very much.
I was like, no, I'm not gonna make him bald. Let's give him hair. Let's give him cool hair. He's got goggles and cool hair and a broken nose. His nose got broken. Somebody hit him in the face with a shovel when he was a kid.
For being a bully.
I'm not a bully. I'm just honest. I'm just super fucking honest.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just really I'm like Gordon Ramsay. If I'm just an honest person, I'm a really honest, passionate person.
The whole scene
Yeah,
of
but
idiot
Gordon can turn
sandwich
it
is so
down
much
for
funnier
kids.
when it's a goblin who's not even the same height as the person they're demeaning.
Okay,
What are you standing on something?
give me hair,
Wait.
if you're gonna give me hair, at least give me a mohawk or something. Give me a Travis Buckle mohawk or something.
It was Travis Buckle.
Taxi driver.
Go there. Oh,
Travis
yeah.
Bickle.
Oh, wow. You're showing your incel rage. Oh, man. Gobsell. 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 Gonna kick your ass. Gonna get a crate of oranges. Get on it and slap you in the face. Gobsell. It's gonna kick your ass.
We also would have accepted Gobsell Rage, Gobsell Rage, Gobsell Rage, Gobsell.
Oh my god, that video is so fucking cringy. Oh my god.
It's like that did not age well at all.
I still can't believe that Frozen 2 had a more violent opening weekend than a fucking Joker movie.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That was just brilliant.
Because I remember going to the Joker movie with my uncle when it was just coming out. We wanted to go see the movie because we heard it. Because at first I thought, I'm not gonna go see this movie. It looks okay. I might check it out later. But then I think Dayton, my friend Dayton said, Slim, check your DMs. No problem, dude. And on my DMs on Twitter. I'm gonna look on Twitter for where it is. Oh man, I feel like an asshole. Okay, I can let one more person in. I have not. Oh man, I have not been checking my Twitter. Sorry. Is I'm gonna Bags, if you're still watching, I'm gonna let Edgy come in because he knows more about D&D. So he's gonna come in, pop in the chat. I'm gonna invite him. Like, I really wish I could invite more people onto this fucking thing, but it's just I can only put up to 6. So
well,
I'm
I need to get something to drink. Dude, I need to get up for a half a second to get up something to drink because like my mouth is super parched.
Okay. Well, I'm going.
So I can volunteer to leave for 10 minutes if that's fine.
So while we're waiting for her to come back, if we were going to be making our own characters, what would be the next step?
So it's after reading through the book, it's like you pick your character, and then you pick your class, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So let me see. Right. I was looking at some of them.
Okay, what's the classes here?
What the hell? I think I just jumped a whole. Oh, here we go. I passed it up. That's why. So you got barbarian, bard, cleric, druid, fighter, monk, paladin, ranger, rogue, sorcerer, warlock, wizard.
We got Edgy on the track. Yo, what's up, Edgy?
I actually just got out of D&D as a matter of fact, so this is like perfectly timed.
Which
edition are you guys playing?
I think
5th edition, apparently.
Okay, that's the one I actually know about because I know someone was trying to do like, I think it was 3rd edition or something. And it's like I've never seen 3rd edition's rule book, so I have no idea.
You didn't miss much, Joker. I'm a goblin. J Steph's a half orc.
Yep.
Sauron is a tiefling, and Soggy is a lizard. I have no idea. I have no idea what Puce is. Oh, that's Puce. Okay.
The character that I play now is actually a tiefling bard, which is pretty funny.
Hey, we brothers.
It's funny because our party has another tiefling bard, and we did not plan that at all. The party has 2 bards.
Can I just say, I don't think like, is it like, where's like the racial stance? Is this like black guy rules where we're just kind of like, we kind of just like they do like when you see a black guy go down the street and you're just like nod and like you nod back.
What do you think the tieflings go on the street and just nod to each other?
What, you assume just because we're tieflings we all know each other?
And also tieflings are like actually kind of rare from what I remember. Supposedly, but everyone forgets that. They're not supposed to be super common. It's the rule everyone forgets.
I feel like D&D kind of shot themselves in the foot by making it an option, though.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it's a player character, so of course the player characters would be the rare exception, I guess you could say.
Yeah. You know what? Nowadays, because of the whole orc controversy. He's like, I'm tempted to just play a half orc and just make him the most obnoxious black stereotype I can, just for the shit post. Like he goes full ebonics and everything, just to say fuck it, because it's so stupid.
Okay, let's see here. Here are the classes again: barbarian, bard, cleric, druid, fighter.
The only classes I haven't played are monk, barbarian, cleric, druid, and I think that's. And no, I have played wizard. So I came. No, wait, did I play wizard? Yeah, no, I've played wizard too, and I've played wizard too. So I've played quite a bit.
Hmm.
Lizard folk are the best. Change my mind. I won't change your mind because I've played like 3 lizard characters so far. Joker, so I'm not gonna change your mind on that.
Okay, I have
Which is the class that lets you
sorry.
seduce anyone?
That would be the bard traditionally. It would be
Because
the bard.
that's the one meme of D&D that I know the best. It's like there's one is like you seduce anyone.
Yeah, the bard usually does that. Matter of fact, because I still have my character sheet. What is my bard's persuasion? Keep in mind, mine is level 8, so its stats are. Mine is persuasion. He gets a +6 to whatever I roll to persuasion. So I'm very good at persuading people if I have to.
Hey.
I haven't done it to do that, but I have done it to get out of situations that could have ended badly.
Oh, you're talking to a guy who's like done entire New Vegas playthroughs trying to talk his way out of everything.
Oh, I'm loud. I can turn my mic down a little bit.
Hang on, I'm gonna let Soggy go for a second. And
Also,
back.
Slim, when I was like being pulled into the call, I'd say you could allow 10 people. I don't know how true that is. I don't know if that was advertised in the pro version or not.
Yeah, I like it. It says like you can have like 10 people. Let me see. I mean, like I could look real quick.
I don't know how true it is. I don't use
Okay, studios and limited to 6 people on screen. Please remove someone. Okay, so like I think it's like 10 people can be like in like the green room of it, and
that makes sense.
The actual people on screen can be like 6. So that's why.
Also, is my mic better? Because Joker was saying I was loud, and I think it's because I was like.
I mean, you weren't loud to me to begin with, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know.
I can't really make the comparison.
I mean, my voice I have this annoying thing in my voice where it carries when I don't want it to. So I end up being louder than I think I am.
What's up, Bags?
Oh, hey, Bags is here.
Hey.
Yeah, we got a lot of people.
Hey.
And that's awesome. Hey, Bags.
How's it going, y'all?
Good to see you.
Wait, is Soggy back?
No, she disappeared.
She said she wanted to get I think she said she wanted to get something to drink.
Yeah, well, her screen's moving on the frame.
Oh yeah, it is. I don't know.
Go screen.
She said still eating.
Okay.
But it's really bad mouse.
Hang on.
Either that or her cat's on her computer. I don't know if she has a cat either. Cat's on a computer.
Okay, she's back. She's back, guys.
Okay.
I don't want to leave her there while she's doing all the drawing. Hey,
I mean, I can hop out if I have to. I mean, if you need me to.
Yeah?
Yeah, I need somebody to hop out. I'm just gonna hop out.
I can hop out. Just want to see what's up.
Oh, okay.
Very quick Bags cameo.
All right, brief cameo, my bag.
Just like a man, just to pop it. I didn't want to stay. I just come to say hi.
Hello and good night, folks.
That way you can't. That way you can't say I never said hi to you in the past few years.
Fair enough.
Okay. Thanks for popping in, Bags. Thanks for the cameo. Okay. So I got Soggy back on here. Soggy, how's it feel to be?
I kept saying it was okay for me to be in the rating room because I was still eating. Yeah, I was kind of messing with my mouse, but like I was still getting shit ready on my end. But I'm like, oh shit, they're kicking Bing out. I gotta make this count. They kicked him out for me. I gotta talk.
No. Bag just wanted to say hi.
Hi,
Yeah,
Bags. Have a wonderful night. Oh my god, guys!
any-
I didn't tell you, but on one of my Vegas trips coming back, I bonded with hippie girls on the Hoover Bridge.
Okay.
I was smoking pot in the van with my mom, and there were these hippie chicks, and it looked like they were smoking pot too. Like, I mean, it looked like the girl dropped her butt on her friend's lap. And we walked by the hippie girls, and they're like, I love you! And I'm like, I'm taken! They're like, I don't mean like that. I mean like the sun. And I'm like, oh, I love you like the sun and the moon and the stars above.
That's
so
when you're
I
really
bonded
high.
with hippie chicks.
Oh my.
Oh yes,
God.
oh yes. We were high on so many levels. Literally altitude high too, because this was over at Hoover Bridge. If anyone knows the Vegas area, what? I don't really like Vegas. I live in Arizona. I've been to Vegas enough times, but I prefer the slowness of Arizona compared to the hecticness of Vegas.
Oh my.
Okay. So, what classes do you guys want to pick?
Well, if
Well,
anyone,
I was
If anyone
gonna-
has any questions about classes, I can like the ones that I do know. I can try to help you out.
well, I was going to say since it looks like my class, not my class, my race is half orc. It looks like it's very much strength based. So my best bet would probably be with barbarian.
Yeah, probably.
Barbarian, a fierce warrior of primitive background who can enter a battle rage.
I'm good with it.
Hit a D12, like the rap group. What do you know? Primary ability: strength, save, strength, and constitution.
Oh my god, I used to be able to sing that song. I used to be able to sing my band, but it's been so long that I don't remember the lyrics. I miss
Oh my
those
God.
guys.
I haven't heard that song in so long. I still can't decide what I want.
Make
What kind of what do you feel like playing? I mean, it's anything
I like being strong and charismatic.
that.
I'm eyeing up paladin, but I
duelist.
feel like that's kind of a contradiction.
You can be
being
charismatic as a paladin.
You could be a warlock.
In fact, I think charisma and wisdom are paladins.
Yeah, I think so. I have to double check. I haven't.
I just checked it.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. It's got like strength, charisma for paladin, but I don't know why like tiefling and paladin don't sound like it go together.
no.
I mean, you
no,
also
they're
could
more
play
like
an evil
actors,
paladin.
bards, wizards,
Oh, word! I can be evil.
sorcerers.
You could play an evil paladin. I mean,
An
they
evil holy
exist.
warrior. Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
that is a thing. You can do that.
Oh, hell yeah.
We have some pretty dark aligned characters right here. I'm playing lizard folk. We're technically automatically evil because you humans don't fucking get us. You don't understand creatures. We eat.
I mean, I played a
eat stronger.
I played a one
Me
game.
no evil. Me eat.
Played a what's it called? A Yuan-Ti, snake people one game, and I played that character kind of evil. Though the DM told me don't be chaotic evil, please, because he didn't want me to just go low random murder. So I just ended up just messing with people.
Oh, you know what? That's what I'm gonna be. I'm gonna be a evil. I'm gonna be an evil paladin, chaotically evil.
You could be chaotic
What
evil.
if
You
you-
could be lawful evil. It really depends.
Do
pretty sure you
lawful
can play
evil.
in-
That means you follow your own code. That means
Yeah.
you follow like your own code and own set of rules. My character would technically be I think lizard folk are usually put as chaotic, but I'm gonna say I'm lawful because I'm following the laws of nature. What's chaotic about that?
Nature's
nature,
pretty
people.
chaotic.
I know. I know it is.
I know nature's pretty chaotic though.
I'm apathetic towards everyone. I do not give a damn. So you know what? I'm gonna be chaotic neutral. I'm
Matter
just here for the
fact-
I'm just here for the fun.
Oh,
I'm
I
just here
actually
to
have an extra character slot on the character create thing in D&D Beyond, so I actually could make a character.
All right.
I guess I'll be. I guess. So. Fuck.
I'll figure out their name later.
J Step is a half orc barbarian.
Yep, and I'm going true. Not true. I'm sorry. Lawful neutral for me.
That makes sense with such an evil band of us.
Well, I mean, he has a code, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's a good one.
But I love the idea of like we're all a bunch of crazed maniacs, and the guy who's still not even good is the closest to good we're gonna get.
Yep, that's pretty much what I was thinking.
That can work. I mean, I'm planning on doing a campaign with my friends, was basically just gonna be D&D GTA, and the whole thing is y'all are. The whole thing is like, oh yeah, you guys are basically like most wanted criminals, and a dark god bails you out of being executed, but is like, y'all have to commit a lot of evil acts to revive me.
Deal.
So you're saying we're some kind of Suicide Squad?
Basically, except you don't. Basically, yeah. Basically.
Let's make one thing clear.
I am so sorry I made that joke, guys.
That actually was a good joke. I'm not even.
Dude, you should be a bomber. Dude, your goblin should make explosives. Your goblin, dude, look at those goggles. Doesn't he look like an explosives expert with that mohawk, too?
Yeah.
That actually
He looks
does
like
fit.
he looks like he would
Let
be
me-
like the junk rat of the group from if you play Overwatch.
Let me see here.
I say that like I played Overwatch in a while.
Would that make me Roadhog then? You know, the guy who ends up saving his ass up at the end of shit?
Probably.
Okay.
Fucking Roadhog.
Joker, you're right. That is the way of nature. My character tells people they're an actor. That's what they do as a job. But if I was to put it on a piece of paper and roll a bunch of dice to determine something, it'd be closer to thief. Thief. I don't know what accent my character has, but it's just hard to understand.
So I guess you're going for a rogue.
Probably
Yes.
a rogue.
A rogue that will eat your delicious baby if you don't fucking watch it. I know what human tastes like.
I'm trying to remember. Have I
baby
played a
tastes the
rogue, or
best.
have I only played? Or did I play rogue, or did I play ranger? Hold on, I'm checking.
A ranged rogue?
No, there's like I don't think it's a class, or if it's, I don't know if it's a class or if it's a subclass thing. Yeah, oh no, it is a separate class. I was a ranger. I never played rogue. That was fun because I was one of the what they call it, how the fuck you pronounce his name? Arakocra, I think, the bird people that actually can fly.
Okay.
Oh, that's cool.
I think I know what it would be. I want to be. I think I want to be an artificer. Artificer, yeah. An artificer. Masters of invention. Artificers are ingenuity and magic to use ingenuity and magic to like extraordinary abilities, capabilities, and objects. Yeah, I think I'll go for this one.
I've been in games where people have had those. They're fun. I don't quite know how they work though.
I don't know why I'm giving the orc barbarian amazing hair. Because when I think barbarian, I think amazing hair.
Why does he have
Yeah.
man tits?
Because I'm outlining his pecs. Pecs are just
No,
man
those-
tits. Don't
no,
change my mind.
Those are
Those are those.
I'm not done.
Look, there's no, Soggy. Those are man tits. Sweetheart.
yeah, those are
The fabled
What?
moobs.
those are moves.
Well, okay, fine. He's an overweight barbarian then. There, fine.
I mean,
that
that's
could
actually
work.
pretty
You
accurate.
make fun of him?
Damn.
He has
He's got that.
Now
He's got that
He's-
fat.
yeah,
that fat
he's
muscle.
thick. He's
He has
thick,
a dad
that boy.
bod.
That boy,
Yeah, fair enough.
thick. He's thick, boy.
Oh Lord, he coming.
Oh Lord, he coming, big chungus.
we got the
Well, you know what?
thick orc.
You know, it's too bad there isn't a rabbit people class that that's like native to the game, because someone would probably play big chungus, and that'd be the joke.
Oh hell yeah!
That their character was just big chungus and he was just fat.
And you're just invincible. You can't
Yeah,
die.
he's just like he just keeps rolling nat 20. He's rolling nat 20s on con save and throws for everything.
Like he can't kill anything, but he can't take damage.
Basically, or it's just really hard to kill him.
So I'm just making sure.
I know you mean natural 20s, but I thought when you said nat 20, I thought natty. You know, like a natural ice.
Oh, like Natty Bow.
Nat 20s. Yes.
So,
Oh God, now that I
Are we
think
coming up
about
with
it.
backstories for our characters? Because I'm trying to like think of one.
I mean, you can. You don't have
Yeah, 'cause
to
you
have like
gotta-
a fully fleshed out backstory. Like I didn't first time I played.
I'm keeping it simple, but like having something in mind.
I mean, try to have something, I guess, because
Dude.
the more you can give the DM, the better. Speaking from someone who has DM'd before,
All right, I got
one
something in
time.
mind.
Yeah, the
Okay,
less info
so
you give me, the more you're going to end up with dad bod orc.
I feel like
I
I
kind of like dad bod orc.
yeah, dad bod
bod
orc.
orc.
That hashtag dad bod orc.
No, but the joke is that he's not a dad. He has no kids.
Well, not anymore.
No,
You know what?
He left him. He went to go.
He left him for a pack of cigarettes.
No. Here's the joke. So
He went to go get
everyone
fresh
thinks he's a
stroll.
dad because he has like a lot of wisdom. Like he's pretty smart for someone his age, but he has no kids. He's literally making it up as it goes.
I like that actually. That's funny.
Well, that is
It's
pretty
just
cool.
assumed he's got kids because he's got the dad bod and he's so smart.
Now
Well,
I'm just
yeah,
thinking of
it's
just
level,
making
it's
Kratos
just-
as a D&D character, just make him a barbarian.
Actually, I think
It's ironic considering Kratos' origins if you think about it.
I know he would kind of was like not a barbarian. He wanted to kill
No,
the
he
barbarians.
fought barbarians.
Yeah.
actually, I think I'm gonna probably go. I'm gonna let if it's all right, I can let Edgy take it from here if you guys don't mind.
As long as he knows what we need to do for D&D.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna kind of pass out right now. I've been up for like only 2 hours. No, 5 hours today. So
Okay.
Oh,
Holy
dude,
crap,
no,
yeah,
dude,
get
no,
some
no
sleep.
problem.
yeah.
You think you could take over, Edgy?
Yeah, I have my because I have the books digitally. I can pull them up and like if you need me to find something for you, I can do it.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, now I'm imagining him sounding like Carl. Damn it! Why did I give him this much facial hair?
You can't go. You can't go.
Carl.
That
You-
kills people.
You can't. You just can't go around eating babies. We
they
don't
were
do
so-
that in a polite society.
Society.
No,
There we go. Oh, there we go. Oh, yeah. Oh,
We live in a society.
yeah. Oh, heavy metal.
Soggy, what do
Fuck yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
like, nah,
He looks
that's
like-
that's
Wait, whose character is this? Is she
I
drawing
believe it's
currently?
mine.
I think it's yours. If you're the barbarian half orc, right?
I'm not. I'm
Yeah,
the
that's
tiefling
Jason. That's
Well,
paladin.
who's the
Yeah.
barbarian half orc?
Oh,
That would be me.
I have plans for the
Oh.
tiefling. I have plans for the tiefling.
I don't like where that's going, but all right.
Like, so
Yeah, that's why
basically,
you need to intervene.
as long as Jay is cool with it, I mean, that's what matters here.
You know, this is I'm trusting Soggy. I think she has our best interest in mind, and this is just evolving to be something awesome.
We need the
I just-
I need the John Cena clip. Are you sure about that?
I wish there was a way to edit this screen to where he literally just ripped it open and his face just popped out.
You know, I could probably download the stream and then just clip that part and just green screen him in there.
Pause our talking
Oh,
and
yeah.
just be like, "Are you sure about that?"
You just green screen a bit. Are you sure about that?
Soggy, I only have one request.
Yes.
I have to be fully armored. No one can see my face.
Okay.
That's part of it.
Oh damn. Okay. Well, that kills my plans.
That's why I said it now.
All right, everyone. We have X-ray vision. What's under his armor? What's under his badass armor, everyone?
It's just a
let's see.
it's just a tiny
Badass
hamster
armor.
in a with like a puppeteer thing, so he's controlling a body with puppet with like prosthetics or something.
I'm a
I don't know.
million spiders, all controlling one set of armor.
You mean like that one Spider-Man from that one universe where he's literally a bunch of spiders that think he's Commissioner Peter Parker?
Spidersman. I love Spidersman.
But basically, my backstory is going to be I'm a tiefling who used to do a bunch of evil stuff when he was younger, but one day decides he wants to do good. He's tired of the evil, so he prays to a god in saying, "Make me your champion and help me to the path of enlightenment."
That sounds kind of Kratos like.
But here's where it gets crazy though. It turns out that the god is actually pure evil, but the tiefling is he's so blinded by his own evil ways he can't recognize it. So every time he does something brutal and cruel, he's like, "Well, don't worry. It's all for the good. It's all for the greater good."
The greater good.
The greater good. Well, he's Tau.
And
That's
the
great,
whole,
Tau.
and that's the thing. He never realizes that he's evil. Like he never realized
So,
he's still evil. It's like that SpongeBob episode where he quits fry cooking and then becomes a fry cook again, but can't see that he's just still fry cooking. It's the same thing.
So I was trying to make it look like he has a skull, so you're going all dark and edgy. But this doesn't look like a skull. It looks like a rabbit face, so I'm gonna keep it.
Well, take off the helmet horns and give me my actual horns because tieflings have horns.
Yeah, they do have horns. Then again, mine is like I made him like look emo as fuck just because of the joke that the character used to be military, then started a band with his military buddies, and then became an adventurer later.
Oh, you know what
There we
else you
go.
can add to that is that to the backstory, he doesn't want anyone to know he's a tiefling, but because his horns and tail are completely exposed by the armor, it's just obvious that he's a tiefling, but he refuses to let anyone know.
I'm not a tiefling, I swear.
We can see your horns. No, that's part of my helmet. You have a tail. No, that's cosmetic.
There we go.
It's armor cosmetic, guys, I swear.
So if I step on your tail, it won't hurt you.
Yes.
No, it won't.
No, it won't hurt me.
Give it
There you
a
go.
try.
I also gave you I gave you crazy ass legs too, because I've seen some tieflings with crazy ass legs. There you go.
Sorry about
You
that.
look-
I've been.
I'm so sorry. I was trying to take a cool backstory and make him look like some kind of weird, angry. I don't know what the hell I just drew. I don't.
That doesn't
know what
really
to do.
look like a
It's kinda
tiefling
creepy.
that much.
It looks like a frog guy.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of like a funny design, but I don't know if that's
I don't know what the
what we
hell.
want.
I hate this. I fucking hate this. What the hell is this?
That's
I
me
know.
right now. I'm trying to draw a sword, and it's like I hate the design. The designs I've been trying.
I think I got my backstory down. You see, I I am basically a goblin who grew up in a scrapyard, and I like to hoard swords, and I make inventions and gadgets in order to basically steal from people and get anything that I need. Well, I fell into gambling debts, and now I'm kind of on the run from so many different cities and towns that I decided to stick with a bunch of psychos just so I can survive. It's better to be with a bunch of psychos than to be on the run from other psychos who want to kill me.
I mean, yeah, that works.
And in exchange for you guys basically protecting me, you guys I make sure you guys get all your weapons, and I keep all you guys' weapons and stuff stocked up. So basically, I'm like the guy who makes sure everything makes all your gadgets and swords and stuff in exchange for protection.
Sweet, as long as I can reach enlightenment and redemption.
Also, I carry around a bunch of gadgets and stuff for myself, like grenades and traps, and basically I'm a walking Kevin McAllister. I just have a bunch of traps and gadgets.
He's Kevin McAllister, but a goblin.
But I have a bunch of traps and gadgets that basically like fucks anyone over who tries to jump on me, just in case. And my only weapon I have is a sword, which I'm actually pretty good with. I am pretty talented with my sword when I have to use it. But other than that, I will use my gadgets and every dirty trick in the book to make sure I survive. I am just a survivor in this. I don't care about your.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off.
I don't care about your fucking mission. I don't care about your code of honor. I don't care about your orc code of honor. I don't care about this crazy lizard chick obsessed with stealing shit. I am literally just here to make sure that I don't get fucking killed. I am the most apathetic one here.
So
one thing I was thinking of, though, it'd be funny if your sword is not actually a sword, it's actually a dagger, but because you're so small, it just is a sword to you.
I was gonna say, are you looking at the drawing? Because
Yeah.
how big it is on the drawing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm looking at the drawing.
Hey,
Yeah.
like I know how to.
That's a
I know
straight
how
up
to use.
cloud sword. Or like the equivalent of that for his size.
It's a cloud sword for him. It's a buster sword for him, but it's a normal sword for like anyone else.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably a bastard sword.
Oh my god, I can see that. Like, it's got like the Dragon Slayer from Berserk kind of design where it looks massive, and like from the certain angles, he literally just looks like guts. But then when you get to anyone else's perspective, it's just small, and it's like I get in your realm, this is a badass moment, but you have to understand this looks adorable to us.
I am not adorable.
Now I want to play a kobold that tries to be threatening to everyone, but then he's just not, and no one takes him seriously. He tries to be evil, but he just comes off as just like a mischievous cat, basically.
Like, here's the thing: I am basically Plankton. That's what I am. I am Plankton of this group. I am like I have. After much deliberation, I've come to a stunning conclusion. I'm small.
I
am
can deny it no
small.
longer. I am small.
So I got a question. When we were coming up with these backstories, do you want something a little bit more comical and lighter, or do you want something, or can we go in any direction?
Well, I was going for a bit of dark humor.
Who is
Yeah, I was going for the same thing. Yes.
who is
dark humor.
DMing this? Because it's really gonna. Because I mean, like the
I
DM, like is gonna have to.
I don't
work
know.
with all
I
this
think
stuff.
we're just
I
fucking with characters. I think we're just fucking with characters right now.
My recommendation is someone who actually knows what the hell they're doing, because I sure as hell don't.
I thought that's why I asked Edgy to do it, because like Flores was supposed to, but apparently he couldn't. So I thought like, oh, Edgy knows how to play D&D, so he could like be the dungeon master.
Yeah, I mean, I could whip something up for you guys.
That's a little hard.
It's just I'm just gonna need time to set that up, but I can do it.
Here,
Let's just create some characters, shoot the shit. I thought we were just kind of doing a character creation and light role play.
Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make the characters first, right? That's what we're gonna do what we're doing. Make the character, make the backstory, and just come up with some random adventure, like random adventure for a little bit, and not get seriously into it. Just a few random adventures. Why not? Just one random adventure, and then maybe another time we might actually do like actual D&D stuff next time. Just save all the information here.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys give me a heads up, like I can set something up.
That would be cool.
Because I haven't done it in like DM'd in months. I've been mostly playing.
Let's see.
That would be appreciated.
Yeah.
Thank you, Edgy.
Yeah, I'm cool for that. I'm cool with that. Like I said, you just gonna have to give me a heads up, and I can set something up.
So we definitely like the whole thing where my character has a dad bod, has dadly knowledge, but has not actually had any children. Correct? You kind of
I love that idea.
No, I like that idea too. I'm just kind of
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of something that could kind of go with that. Like, why would he have this information? Why would he know this, or how would he have this knowledge? And I'm figuring he probably has this knowledge because he fucked up bad. Like he screwed up real bad or something like that.
Ooh,
So that could be part of the backstory.
Maybe he was kicked out of his culture.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he was like the chieftain's son, so that's how he has a lot of knowledge. Like he was supposed to take over, but like he fucked up bad. Maybe he partied too much, because for some reason he's giving me the dude vibes from like Big Lebowski.
Well, that's like your opinion, man.
Yeah,
like
just make him like. I got it. I think I got it. What if he was just too chill to be a normal orc? Like he's like you see all these orcs. What?
Oh, there's bacon in my waffle. There's bacon in my waffle. Oh, it's so delicious. Thank you, Mommy.
I have. Okay, I don't know.
Okay. Hear me out. Basically, you're half orc, so you grew up around a lot of warriors and these badass guys who are intense, who are always fighting and stuff. But you're like that one guy who's like, man, do we have to do all the fighting? And like you're just lazy. Like you're just so lazy and chill all the time. So you're like, man, do we really have to do all this fighting?
Man, all this fighting and stuff is exhausting. It doesn't get us anywhere.
But
what will all this destruction lead to?
Yeah, I'm going with that. But something else that we can kind of go with that as well is, despite his mentality, he actually was a competent, if not very good, sword fighter. And eventually, kind of going with what Soggy was going with, he could have been the chieftain's son, one of maybe a couple sons or something like that. And it looked like he potentially could have gotten the job of being chief. And he's like, oh, screw that, I don't want to do that. So he fakes his own death, and then basically goes on the run and basically finds these guys. And it's like, okay, these guys seem pretty chill, and I like them, and I don't want them to die.
What the hell was up against my leg?
That works.
That sounds amazing. That's also gives him the dad role too. That he's that he's like kind of the impromptu leader. He's the unofficial dad of the group. That is such a great backstory for him.
Well, like I said,
well, you have like a complex and like deep backstory, and I'm a lizard that likes to eat babies.
Hey, why not? Oh yes, and his moral code keeping you guys alive.
That is straight up dad. Just keeping everyone alive.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, but he's still not above like stealing and killing people. Like he'll still like do that shit if it means
that goes with his code, though. I mean, he has no problem. Basic like if like half the team got arrested or something like that, he'll find a way to get into the prison and basically bust his team out. And if he has to kill a couple people, then so be it.
He'll find a way to justify it too.
Right.
Well, he's very the code, yeah.
Yeah. So, it kind of reminds me of what do you call it? You ever see Dragon Ball Z Abridged?
Oh God.
Oh God.
Oh yeah, I loved it.
Well, it's like 16. Yeah, it's like when 16 says he is going to be doing all these but he's basically saying what Cell's going to do. If Cell is allowed to do these things, he will cause untold destruction to the world. And that's when 17 goes, yeah, but we were going to do that too. And 16's like, yes, but I like you guys. And then 18's like, so that's kind of like me with you guys.
Pretty much.
That's funny.
I only travel with you because, it's not like I like you or anything. I just
Tsundere alert.
Tsundere! I am no tsundere.
Tsundere alert.
So I was thinking for
Baka.
So I was thinking for my backstory though, what it's gonna be is that before becoming a paladin, he was just kind of mischievous. He did evil stuff, but it wasn't anything too heinous. But the minute he became a paladin, he started doing more heinous stuff, but all in the name of his evil god. Therefore, he's like, all right, so this is all good then. And he's just it's not just casual evil too. It's it's hardcore evil. He's racist. He'll break the law in random moments. If there's a piece of gold on the table, he'll just take it. He doesn't need it. He'll just take it because it's something that doesn't belong to him.
He's oblivious to how evil he is.
Yeah, especially now. At first he was like, "Oh man, I think I'm doing bad stuff," but now that he's a paladin, it's like, "Oh, whatever I do, it's gonna get redeemed."
I'm not evil.
That would definitely get your character in trouble with my character because my character has the lizard eyes, the always looking. So if you reach out for a shiny thing, you might get your hand bitten. But then that's kind of funny with your character being so armored that they might not notice.
And so, the reason why he joined the party is because right before he burned down an orphanage.
Oh.
His god told him he needed some sacrifices, and he's like, all right, I got it. He tried to explain to the city guard why he was doing it, but they didn't want to listen. So he was like, all right, you're a bunch of heretics. I got to get out of here. So then when he found a group was looking for a new member, he was all right. So these guys seem cool. They'll understand.
They'll understand why I burned down that orphanage full of children.
Yeah.
Sauron, check it out. What do you think now? I started looking at helmet designs.
I love it. I'm watching it as it happens. I love it.
Okay, I can see a lot of mileage with the god thing telling you to do evil shit, and you're just like, okay. But then everyone else is telling you, yo, that's kind of evil.
Like I want there to be a
not me. I would just literally convince. I'd literally use reverse psychology on them. I'd be like,
I want there to be a moment where we're all discussing a plan, and it just sounds awful, and I'm like the one voice of reason say that sounds harsh. That just sounds mean. And then out of nowhere, I hear a voice from my God. It's like, it's okay. Or one of you pretends to be my God saying it's okay. And immediately 180. Well, all right then.
All right,
No,
then
no,
he
no.
approves.
That's
I
my
guess we're butchering this old lady.
no. That's me.
You
I
look
got
at,
it. Sorry. I think I figured out my role in the group. I am the schemer. I am the one who comes up with the crazy and unbelievably stupid plans that
Okay,
always
now I
get us
have
into
an
trouble.
now I have an idea
you
for what your
saying-
campaign could be.
Mhm.
Are you saying you're the one who will gaslight the insane paladin?
I will make sure. I will make sure he does whatever I say. And even though J Step will be the one to call up my bullshit, he'll still go along with it. He's like, "Oh, this is a really bad idea."
This is really stupid, guys. We shouldn't do this.
And then
And I'm
everyone
like-
will be like, "We're going to be doing this." It's like, okay, I'll just make sure we don't die.
So yeah, like I'm the guy. Basically, my backstory is I'm a schemer who's been I'm a schemer. I have been making weapons, and I've been making weapons, and inventions for like some of the most prestigious people from very prestigious war criminals. But I'm also been robbing them blind. And I kind of hit a snag recently.
I may have slept with one of their daughters.
You want to know what? Oh, I gotta tell you something.
Not only that, I kind of screwed so many of them over, and a few of them might have found out, and now they want me dead more than anything else in the world. So basically, a large part of our problems is either I come up with schemes and plans that get us in trouble with the law, or there's a bunch of bounty hunters coming after us because of a bunch of stupid shit that I did in the past. And I need to surround myself by possibly the most psychotic people I can find. So I picked you four. And in exchange, I give you guys some of the best weapons and best weapons, armor, and potions and everything else I can produce.
Okay, so I actually now
in exchange for it.
J Step, you're the one with the paladin, right?
I'm the fighter. I'm not the fighter.
I'm the paladin.
Oh,
yeah.
you're the paladin. Okay, sorry.
Yeah,
sorry.
I'm the barbarian.
So I have an idea. If we do a campaign, I have an idea, and that is like your god gets you to do evil shit, and basically you guys have like a guild, and like the area you're in, like an adventurers guild, that's trying to catch you. That's trying to stop you, and they're actually the good guys, straight up.
Let's see.
Like we can make them like comically good.
Like they
Oh,
can
God,
be like,
yes,
no, you don't
like-
understand. We're hunting down the most dangerous criminal or organization has ever encountered. They hand you a wanted poster, and it's just like this picture, like of what Soggy is drawing. It's literally that. And
Yeah.
I'm so oblivious where I'm just like,
I've never seen that guy before.
I've never seen him before, but he's quite handsome. Nice set of
Wow,
armor.
look at the dad bod on that guy.
I hope you find him.
And they just look, it's like, dude.
Bring that scum to justice. He must answer for his evil ways.
And then like they just do it. They just look at each other like, is this guy for real? And then pull out weapons and attack you.
And then someone's like, well, he's like, this guy, he burned down the orphanage. Oh, what a coincidence. Oh, he must have done it for evil reasons, though.
He's like, oh, you want to run that by me again?
I'd be like, sorry, guys. This is all a big misunderstanding. And then they show me what my wanted poster, and I'm just like, now look, there are many different ways this can go down.
It's like a wanted poster. It's got like multiple bounties on it, and at first you're thinking like, well, what if we just turn him in and claim the bounty? That's gonna be great for us. But then you look on the back and it's your face on there too. It's like, all right, so now we gotta kill these guys.
Somebody's gotta die.
Well, while this is all going on, my character is literally eating the horses of the heroes.
Oh, that would be so funny. Because I have to roll, so like I have to roll perception for them to make sure they can't hear you punching on their horses. Oh, that'd be so funny.
My character is very much an alien that has been ripped from its land. Let me tell the story as my character. Taken from hatchery, made pet of humans, rich humans, made to dance, made to entertain, fun. Not so fun when I eat baby toes. Not so fun when I dig up garden and change gender and try to mate with dog. Not so fun. Not so fun ripping me from my land. Very much dark. My character is in. It's a creature that's been ripped from the swamplands, taken, forced to be in human society, made as like some kind of slave pet puppet to humans, forced to dance and be a cute little toy, but it's not so cute. Animals aren't so cute when they mature. Like, so many people get angry when the monkey all of a sudden starts masturbating. Everyone gets angry when the parrot is all of a sudden in love with you and humping your foot. People they take wild animals and force them out of their environment. So I want a character that's a wild animal that's been ripped from everything and forced to mimic humans. Like, that's why it calls itself an actor. It believes it's trying to act human, but it just can't. It's rebelling against the system. It's nobody was watching animals. I eat. Or, I was curious. There's no other lizard people. I don't know. I don't fucking know.
On a completely different subject. This sword I'm drawing has got to be the most gaudy looking impractical looking sword ever.
I'm so sorry, guys. I don't know.
No, that's funny. That is hilarious.
Sex with dogs.
I'd be like, we treat her like, and we can't, and even we kind of
treat the wild animal I am.
Amazing.
I'd be like, I created like a bitter dog spray. So I'm like,
yes,
so anytime you like try to eat my iron, I have to spray my work iron with the stuff so you stop chewing on it.
I just thought of something hilarious. One of the heroes is basically an Alex Jones type and doesn't like lizards, and it's like it's a damn reptilian. I told you. The signs were there.
My gender changes in the summer.
Yeah, I don't like the. I don't like the dragon putting chemicals in the water that turn the half elves gay.
The half elves are turning gay thanks to the water supply.
I can't help if weather changes my gender. I can't help if I'm man in summer.
You ever hear about those two halflings who went in and threw that ring into that damn volcano? They never talk about the journey there. They never talk about them long lonely nights. What are they doing in those long lonely nights?
Oh Lord, my dearest Sam.
Sam.
Sam was a real MVP. Let's be real. Sam was straight up MVP.
I think they were sweet. I felt it was played both ways. I felt it could be played both. Yeah. I felt their performance. I know it was straight washed compared to the book, but I felt their performance was really good, and I think the two actors made it ambiguous enough for the homos and the shipper girls to go nuts, and for the straight guys to go, "That's a real deep bro, man. That's my bro." I think they kept it straight enough for guys to go. I will go with Sam.
I will.
I mean, Sam was MVP though. Let's be real.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Sam's
even Tolkien admitted, like Sam, like in the grand scheme of things, the hero wasn't really Frodo or really Aragorn. It was Sam.
Really,
Like,
Sam
he kind of admits,
got shit done.
Yeah, Sam ruined everything.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
Sam got shit done.
He's worst character in all Lord of the Rings. Literally the worst.
Are you being serious or are you joking?
He's mad. He's mad. He's mad.
He's Sauron.
He's just
right. You
mad.
are.
He's
Sauron. Yeah.
He's
Son
just
of a
mad
bitch.
because
He's too driven, too focused.
You just mad because you got beat by a bunch of midgets.
He's just mad because Sam wanted a really simple life, and there's nothing the ring could have given him that would have corrupted him, because he just wanted a simple life in the Shire with a wife, and because of that, his ring couldn't. His ring literally could not corrupt Sam because he wanted nothing else in life. He wanted a quiet life in the Shire, and the ring couldn't offer him that.
He already had it. He already had it.
I'm gonna throw in something extra for my backstory. So my character is regardless of the whole paladin side, he is still racist towards freaking basically anyone short, he's racist towards them.
he thinks it's suspected hobbits.
It's like a true racist where, like, if they're short, it's over. He's not polite to you. He's very standoffish. You might hear a slur or two come out of his mouth, but he does not like you.
I like. Here's the thing. I am the kind of guy.
So totally don't have one of the hero characters that try to stop you. Be a midget.
It's the goblin, and it's like even as a goblin, like he likes Slim's character, but he's still fucking racist towards it.
He's like, you all right.
He's like Drax from Guardians of the Galaxy. He's like, you are so fucking disgusting, but you're okay. Out of all the short, despicable, disgusting creatures I've met, you're okay for a short one. And I'm just
what's a slur for short people?
A midget is the closest I can think.
Yeah, like he's sitting there like
dwarf.
Like
wait, there's already dwarfs. You can't
I got one. I call me a date, as a datey, like small. So you're okay for a date.
Yeah, like after we get caught by those bounty hunters and we survive,
Half pint.
I'll be like, he's like,
you
know, you did pretty well out there for a half pint, for a little dainty little thing like you. I respect that. If my God asks me to kill you, I'll make it painless.
I'd
be like Zasfuruto Kanje, and then your armor would literally squeeze you so hard you bleed from your mouth.
I'm used to it.
You do realize I have complete control of your armor, right? I fucking crafted it.
It's okay. It all leads to my redemption.
Like I am literally crushing your bones right now.
You know, now I'm just imagining that the halfling is like a cleric or a paladin is telling you the god you worship is evil, dude.
Of course you would say
that. It needs to be a short stack with huge titties. It's gotta be like a short stack Karen with huge fucking tits. Who's the halfling?
Oh yeah, he's got
just massive badonkers, massive honkers.
All right, so my number one weakness is ass.
Okay, so she's gotta have a giant ass.
She's got balls.
Any badonkadonk.
She's got balls.
It's like all right.
You gotta have back.
It's like, we gotta stop this evil woman. It's like, how bad can she be? You see the ass. Like, all right, guys. I'm sorry. I'm on her side now.
Well, remember, you guys are the evil ones, technically.
Oh yeah, that's true.
You guys are the evil ones, technically.
Yeah, we're already evil.
I mean,
The one time I,
mean,
do
like-
good in my life, it's because of ass.
like I said,
I'm a creature
like
of
I said,
instinct.
like I said, I'm more chaotic neutral. You guys are the evil ones. I'm just here to suit my best interest. If anything, the only two evil
Not-
ones are real like overall evil is you. Like, yeah, you're probably the only one who's just straight up evil. You're just not aware of it. Me and
I'm a confused monster.
Yeah, you're chaotic evil. You're not aware that you're evil.
I love how so many of us are accidentally evil.
That's what's funny about it.
Like
I
Jay,
would- I would
Jay and
live for
Slim
my
are probably
home.
the only
I'd be
ones who
happy
are
to
like.
swap.
No, it's fine, but I just like the idea that Jay and Slim are basically the only like. I mean, Slim's still technically evil, but he's got a bit more awareness to it. But Jay is totally like, oh my god, I'm surrounded by villains.
Yeah, I like him.
I'm kind of like I said, I'm more like chaotic neutral. I'm really just looking out for myself here.
Also, I want to have a moment where I say, well, we're trying to like interrogate someone, and I'm just gonna be like, listen, I know we're trying to get the answers out of him, but a flayed man tells no lies.
I'm like,
God.
I mean, like, dude, we haven't asked him any questions
Roll
yet.
my dice to eat organs.
What is?
Roll my dice
no,
to eat organs.
no, it's like this. It's like this. I want. He's not. He's like. You're not. He's not gonna talk. We gotta flail him. How many times have we been over this? Just because we haven't. We have to ask him questions first before we threaten him with torture.
Oh yeah, like
You can't
that's my
just
first.
jump. You can't just. You always want to jump to torture as the solution to the problem. And I'm just like, we have to ask him questions first before we threaten torture. But then Soggy's already like
Eating
eating his toes, and I'm like, Jason, get her off of him! Get her off
All
of
right,
him!
all right.
Listen,
I'm just not eating your toes.
This is me though. This is me though in character. I'll be like, well, listen. I know we haven't asked him questions yet, but if we flay him first, that's gonna lead less likely for him to lie, and then we can give the skin to Soggy as jerky. It's a win-win.
It's delicious.
What do we talk? Okay, first of all, no. You know how Soggy gets around human meat. Once she has some, she won't stop nibbling. You won't stop chewing on my ears.
I feel like we have to
No.
live stream this now.
That's why we flay him. That way, he's gonna answer quicker, and by the time she's done with the skin, he's giving us all the information.
I feel like we
Yeah,
have to
no.
live stream this campaign if we do this with these characters now.
I can just imagine like us getting the information, and I was like, "All right, we got everything we need," and we turn our back on the prisoner and the jerky eater over here. And it's like, okay, this
Yeah.
is great. All we need to do is just get out there and just do what we need to do. What do we do with the prisoner? And then we look at him, and then like, what do we call the lizard person again?
I don't know. They just keep. I haven't. What should the lizard be named? I know people
Honestly, I
should
haven't
call
thought
it
of a name
creature as an
myself.
insult.
I'm just.
The lizard
yeah,
itself,
yeah.
Precious.
All right, so
Precious
she's
was the name. Precious was the name given to her by her captors.
okay. Well, we turn around and
Like I
Precious
said.
basically started eating the person, and it's like, oh well, I guess that's sorted itself out.
I'm just like grasping my head because I have a headache, and it's like Jay Steph's like, well, I guess that solved itself, and fucking Sauron's like, huzzah! In the name of our Lord.
Okay, Sauron, you have to,
Drink.
Sauron,
funny.
please do like a priest voice for this character because I would just die laughing if you do.
Oh, praise be to the Dark Lord. He just told me we should probably feed him to some kind of animal. And here comes Soggy in the rescue.
Wait a minute. I thought your God was good.
He
Why
is
is
good.
Dark?
Yes, he's good because he helps us solve a problem.
Are you implying that a dark god, someone who is dark, cannot be good?
I'm not having this conversation with you. It always comes back to that. Why
No,
can't you
that's even better. He occasionally he'll say something that contradicts the whole good God thing. Oh, Dark Lord has shown us the light. Why you calling him Dark Lord?
Yeah, no, that's perfect.
Oh my god! Like I am like here's the thing. I'm like we have basically two straight men.
Yeah, you have
I'm
two
the
straight
more-
men at this party.
I'm
right now.
like I am like I'm the more cynical straight man, and J Step's the more optimistic one, I guess.
He's the normal one. Let's be real here. J Step is the normal man.
We're still alive.
Yeah, you're like a mad scientist. You're a mad scientist. You're like
Yeah, straight up.
Plankton and Stewie Griffin and a goblin.
I'm a schemer, but I'm not. I'm a schemer and a mad scientist, but I'm still competent. And
But you're not completely insane.
I'm not completely insane. I'm still competent.
Like I may be a mad scientist, but I'm not completely insane.
When the Tiefling Paladin suggests flaying a man, you have enough of the foresight to be like, hold up, wait a minute, maybe it's not that far.
I'm just like, no, I'm not like
suggesting feeding the lizard and suggesting feeding bits to the lizard person.
I don't like it because when she gets hyped up on human meat, she tries to bite my ears. Stop it, you little brat!
Crawling on the walls.
I like to think me and
at the wall munching human meat.
I like to think me and Soggy's characters get along perfectly because we just feed off each other's like evil and insanity.
And then everyone else is just like,
oh yeah. So why am I
like,
the only short creature you trust because I'll eat your enemies?
Yeah, like
Jay,
she'll be like, "Can I eat him?" And everyone's like, "No," and I'd be like, "Why not?"
It's like,
yeah, go for it.
It's like, I will get you human jerky later.
Like J Step, you're like the only person I can actually count on. I'm like, just make sure she doesn't eat anybody, please. I'm gonna go plan this heist. Make sure she doesn't eat anybody. At least not any children, please.
That's the other thing. Like, what are you guys' like goals? Because that's gonna help me figure out what we do, what you guys are trying to do, what the heroes are trying to stop you from doing.
Well, I figured.
Eat. Normalcy. Eat. Normalcy. Home. Eat. Somewhere in my character's mind there is home. She's got a little bit of a King Kong. Me need home. Where is home? There's a little bit of that going on them. The lizard is sad, but they also eat babies. Layers to my baby eating lizard.
Eats a baby, sadly.
And thinks of home, but doesn't know what home is.
Well, I'm figuring that the whole reason why we're doing this is because Slim needs money.
I'm doing this not only to get money, but to keep the people searching for me off my tail because I pissed off a lot of bad people, and I
wanted to be a moment where we have to disguise Slim.
That would be funny.
Yes.
I would not. Here's one joke I'm thinking of. We're in a town, right? And you could there's a stroller, and a woman's pushing her baby in a stroller, and Soggy starts licking her lips, and I immediately get a leash and tie her to a pole, and I'm like, no, I want to sleep in a town tonight, no.
I love this. So, like, would you guys like be like doing like a heist or something? Because that'd be really funny to plan.
Like
that.
I'd be down for it. I've always wanted to
definitely
give it a shot.
Like
at least.
We need a casino. A casino ran by orcs.
Ooh,
There's an orc tribal casino.
That sounds hilarious.
And,
Like that,
and
like
in
here's like
Ross Boneville or
Like it's,
Slovenia.
hang on, I'm trying to think. And the whole time it's like I'm setting everything up, and as I'm setting everything up, I'm trying to convince, cause I'm trying to convince J Step to help me out because his ex-girlfriend, one of his ex-girls he was supposed to be betrothed to, actually works there, and I'm trying to convince him to basically like try to seduce her so we can get into the orc casino. And he's like, yeah, there was kind of like a really bad breakup kind of deal with her.
yeah, like remember
like,
that whole thing where I was saying that I kind of faked my death. It was sort of in her ancestral home, and it may have got a case of going on fire and completely being destroyed. I mean, I was fortunate that no one died, because if they did, then they would really look for me. But yeah, I had to leave a body in there, and I don't know whose it was, but I think if they actually do an investigation, I could get in trouble.
Was it that guy named Kevin? Was it that guy named Kevin who always, like, you kept complaining, always left the gate open? And like you were like really annoyed, like you kept saying, "Oh my God, Kevin kept leaving the gate open," and he kept, and like and I get it, it's annoying, but
yeah. And one time, Kevin let the gate open, and something actually killed him. That's the body I used.
Huh. Now that's if I got lucky.
So sorted itself out.
And all right, so if we have like a truly evil contact, I know them. Like not ambiguously evil. I'm talking like it's like, my God, this guy's a monster. Hey man, what's
if we
up?
go with the casino idea, you could always know the owner of the casino.
Oh yeah, me and him go way back.
So yeah, we're gonna.
Oh God,
yeah, we're gonna.
The guy hires you to be. So he gets word there's a heist and hires you for extra security.
And I think he's gone straight, so that's why I work with him.
Now look,
so I don't know, man.
But
He
like
used to be pretty shady back in the day, and I'm a paladin now. Oh no! I've gone good this time. All right, that's good enough for me.
Like he's like, this is where we go to, and here's where we go to, and he's like, this is where we go when people don't like to follow our rules. What do you do? What do you do to them? Well, we teach them a lesson. Oh, like from the ancient scriptures? Yeah, the ancient scriptures.
I smell meat. Fresh meat.
I don't think. Hey, Soggy, I don't think that meat is fresh. Well, what am I talking about? What am I talking about? What do you care about freshness?
Well, remember, my character is precious. You keep call. It just keeps saying Soggy. We haven't really established our characters.
To be fair,
yet.
that actually would fit as a name, as like a like a lizard too. That's the sad part. It would kind of fit.
Right. Yeah, because she's kind of heavily inspired by an iguana and a alligator. I figure she comes from this very heavily Florida-inspired swamp is where her race comes from. Like, if she lived there, she wouldn't be considered evil because they don't live amongst humans. They do have a sort of society, but it's very loose. They very much will, eat defective young. They're very animalistic, but they group together and have a form of society. And they would just be happy if they lived there, but they've been yanked out and forced to be around humans. Rich, snobby humans who use lizard babies as purse dogs.
Yeah.
Like I'm just gonna be upfront. My character doesn't give a damn what your name is. He just calls you about what you like. I'll be like, or I'll be like, or typing, thing. Little lizard
Creature.
thing.
Creature's a good one.
Creature.
Creature's a great insult. Yeah, creature's a great insult for Precious.
It really
Gecko.
is.
Gecko
would be a good one too.
Like I said, my character isn't really. He's not the most PC guy around. Let's just say that.
PC Goblin. Oh wait, let's call him Gobcell.
Gobcell.
Gobcell. Okay, this sword actually now doesn't look terrible. It's still gaudy as hell and impractical as fuck, but it looks kind of neat.
To me, the best swords are the impractical ones.
No, if you saw the damn guard for this thing, you'd be like, "What the fuck is this?" You know what? I'm just gonna post a picture on Twitter, tag you guys in it.
Oh, excuse me.
Oh, definitely.
Because it's so dumb looking. Like, I don't mind impractical swords. It's just like the more I know about swords, like, oh, this would be terrible.
Is he okay? Oh, he left.
Left.
Hey man, you back?
Oh yeah, I was transferring from my tablet to my phone because my thing's about to die. So yeah. So yeah, I'm cool.
I was about to say, damn, did I call him Gobcell one too many times? I'm so sorry.
No.
We all call them Gobcells. So he'd be upset with all of us.
When you call him Gobstow one too many times.
The guns exist in this universe.
Oh my God.
I'm just saying.
I just imagined the goblin. Well, okay, so look at the goblin. For some reason, I was thinking those are bombs, but another part of my head was thinking cans of soup. I have an image of him when you get called Gobcell one too many times and he's pulling the pins. With like everyone around him.
They're improvised explosives. He turned cans of soup into bombs.
Okay, I just tagged everyone in the sword I've been drawing this whole time.
I'm
not done with it, but it's like it's so it's so
I
100% practical sword design, I swear.
You know, if you made the handle bigger, it would be practical. Or longer, I should say.
Yeah, because it looks like the what do you call it? The blade
Bigger,
guard
longer,
or
and
handle
uncut.
guard looks like it could stab you and you would die.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like that thing, and not to mention be heavy as shit. If that's metal, that would throw off the balance of the sword too. It's a magic sword. I ain't.
Yeah, the
it ain't
magic
trying to be
is
super practical, but
yourself,
yeah, it is.
it'll kill you.
Yeah, that thing would kill you probably before you killed the person you're fighting with.
Oh, I love it. Oh, I love it. I love it.
Like, I don't know if you want to drag that
you're
on
right,
screen, people in the stream, but that shit is. That shit is totally.
That's the sword we're going to steal from the casino.
I mean, you could do that, like have it be a sword. You guys steal a sword. I mean, I could work with that.
Wait a minute, that's my old sword.
Or you know what? I got an idea. Sauron, it's the
Oh.
sword of your god.
Ooh.
It's the sword of your god. It's super evil.
We find it and it's like, dude, this sword is literally covered in blood. It must be the blood of evildoers. It's literally the blood of children. Those children must have been evil.
The stone.
I start trying to lick the glass.
The stone is literally called the stone in it is literally called the heart of dark. It's called the heart of darkness and despair.
Well, yeah, the stone in like the set, like in like the before the blade comes out, could be called that.
Maybe it's a cult. Maybe it's a language barrier.
I don't. That's not how language barriers work. It is literally translated in every single tongue in the land.
Let me.
That's Scottish there real quick.
I don't know why. I don't know why I did this. Okay,
Bruh, my last video, I went Sean Connery for a minor character.
Listen here. Listen here, Shorty. My lord says that sword is good, and therefore I will take it. That's good enough for me.
Okay, fine. You'll get your stupid sword. But we gotta have a plan first.
Killing them is not a plan?
It's a plan. It's a plan. It's just not a good plan. That'll end up.
If you suck at killing.
He does have a good point.
He does have a
6
point.
of us and 6 of them. We all get 1.
Okay.
Kill your guy
I'm
and we
pretty
good.
good at killing.
See, there you go.
No, you're good at eating. There's a difference.
He's still dead at the end of the day.
No.
Yeah, to be fair.
That is dead. That is better.
Instead of the toes, and you win.
But like I said, that is 100% practical sword.
Oh yeah. If you need miscellaneous voices for backup for like side female characters, I have no problem lending my.
Yeah, I'll probably have to ask someone to do that.
And vocal toilets. Yeah,
because I can kind of do
like
voices, but I don't think I can do that.
Yeah, I feel like my character might have some downtime pacing on the walls, thinking about babies.
Okay, so just so we're good on the idea of you guys doing a heist at a casino that's run by orcs. Are we still good with that?
Yep.
I'm down with that.
Run by orcs, trying to steal
a sword.
Trying to steal evil sword. The sword that belongs to a totally not evil god.
There should be a ticking clock, like they're going to use the sword for like a big giant super arena like throwdown, like Sunday, ultimate child sacrifice down at the Bloodbone at the Bone Bash Casino in downtown Orkton. Be there or be beheaded.
Or they just have like arenas and like the champion wins the sword or something.
Yeah,
that works too. Actually, your idea works too.
Well,
Both ideas work.
Okay, I got it. I'm going to come up with the best. I'm going to come up with a plan and a scheme, and it involves basically J-Step, going in disguise, entering as an opponent in the arena, and while he's doing that, we're going to try to steal the blade. Problem is, literally everything will go wrong. Literally everything. Almost everything we do will go wrong, no matter how much I plan for it.
Don't forget, you're also going to have those other heroes trying to stop you.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Why?
They all think we're taking the sword to do evil.
Stop doing that! Stop being evil!
They all think we're trying to steal the sword to be evil. Like, they're all working together because they're like, all right, they're all different parties, and they're like, listen, we all want the same thing. We don't want them using the sword for evil. Then they see us and say, oh, these idiots are going to use it for evil.
Yeah, it's like, oh, they're going to use it for evil too.
No, I got it. I'm like, hey Sauron, you see those guys? They're gonna try to steal that sword and use it for evil.
Evil! Oh, this will not stand. I will drink. I will rip out their skulls and use them as cups.
Now, here's the thing though. What if you could do that and get the sword? You just gotta listen to me and only kill when I tell you to.
I don't know. If my god tells me to kill and you don't, I'm gonna have to choose, and you're not gonna like who I choose.
And then I'll kind of whisper in your god's voice, listen to him, kill who he wants to be killed.
The god himself answers you and tells you.
And then you're like Jesus concurs the cowardly dog. He's like, works for me.
Another weakness of mine is that if you somehow mimic my god's voice, that's enough to convince me to do what you want.
Precious crawls up behind your back and shoulders and goes, and buy Precious the margarita.
No, I guess margarita.
It's better. It's better. It's better. Look, it's better than the human. It's better than the human flesh. Okay, just get her a freaking margarita.
Yeah, I would
Actually,
go
you
with
know
the
what? That's even
margarita.
funnier. It's like I'm suspiciously wealthy from all my time being evil, and I just kept the gold.
Oh God! Now I'm just imagining the fantasy IRS is coming after you. Fantasy
Well, now we
Because
know
that
all
was
he's
part of my
running.
evil. My part of my evil was just taking money, embezzling people out of their money.
Because
I mean, like, I mean,
one of the
like,
characters is a fantasy IRS person, basically.
I mean, like,
It's got to be an elf.
I
It should
don't
be a
think,
pushy
I don't
elf.
think that would.
Yeah.
I don't think that would. I wouldn't think that would work because, like, then what's the point of doing this heist if you're already wealthy?
Well, I'm doing the heist for
that's
my
true.
redemption.
Yeah, because the god told him
Yeah.
to.
Yeah, none of you know I'm wealthy.
Yeah, and it's his god sword. And it's his god sword.
At best, you all
Yeah,
just
like,
think
he's
I
got
have
personal
plenty of money,
reasons.
not wealth. It's like it's a 200 gold cover charge for each of you. We can't afford that. Oh, I got you guys.
Yep.
That'd be
Yeah, you
funny
guys
if
are
you
covered.
just punch yourself in your armor and just pull out gold and just slam it down. And then the
Look, guys,
goblin just goes, why did we even do this?
Because
Why
I don't
did
have
we
any
even do
pockets.
this?
It's like, guys, give me a second. Like, I take my arm from inside the armor while keeping the armor on, shuffle around, and just spit it out whatever hole there is in the armor. It's like, here you go. That should cover us.
No. I got a better idea. You don't have a bunch of gold. You just have a bunch of random expensive trinkets from people.
All from your victims.
Oh.
Oh no, wait a minute. I'm charismatic, right?
Well, yeah, if you roll charisma, yeah.
Well,
Yeah, just
Or
convince them.
alligator.
until you reveal you're crazy. Until you're failing.
Yeah, you're just
No. That's the
like
thing. I'm so crazy that I'm so crazy that it translates to so passionate, and that convinces people.
Yeah. Yeah, that could work.
Oh God.
Listen, aren't you tired of working for these corrupt casino owners? Wouldn't you rather give your life to something that's more meaningful? That way you can hold your head up high and say, "I did something with my life."
Oh my God, he's basically a Jehovah's Witness.
Yeah, the moment talks about our Lord and Savior.
Oh my God, televangelist.
I'm the most successful
Donate.
Jehovah Witness.
Reach down in your pockets
Have
and
a low
donate.
bar. It's not a very high bar.
Jesus said, Jesus says, give it all.
I'm the most
you can.
successful Jehovah Witness. I convert people to my evil God's religion, and that's why I'm his top champion.
That works.
Well, Jehovah Witnesses are a doomsday cult.
That Jehovah Witnesses to me make no sense. Like even more than like other religious stuff. It's like y'all make no sense.
Oh, they're a doomsday cult.
Because it's like only like
They're
40
not one
some
of them.
people
I can
get to go into heaven. It's like, how do you know that's not already filled by now?
Yeah, it's doomsday. As I wasn't in that, but I have prior experience with like there are weird American evangelical cults, and I hate when people try to say they're Christians. It's like, no, they're not Christians. Like Butch Hartman, he's not a Christian. It's called a Bethelite.
Yeah,
They're not
Bush
Christians.
Hartman went off the deep end.
Yeah. The church I was exposed to was Seventh-day Adventists, and the weirdest thing about them is they're insane they accept evolution. They were like the only Christians who went, oh yeah, evolution, that makes fucking sense. But then they're also the people who have like the Kellogg's and also they're definitely a cult background. Like I was very much sort of a faraway observer, and like it was like my grandmother who was in it. And I went to a Seventh-day Adventist school because like it was the only private school, and the public school fucked up so fucking bad with me. Like they were like calling child services on me for shit that didn't exist. Like they seemed to have it out for my family. Granted, though, my family had other issues, but not the issues they were accusing us of. But they are strangely pro-education. Like the Seventh-day Adventists, they're also I would label them as a doomsday one also because they saw an eclipse and freaked out. That's how their religion was founded.
You saw an eclipse and you freaked out.
It was 1800. When you look in their history, it was like the 1800s. Like the Seventh-day Adventists are wacky too. Like there are so many weird American Christian-based cults. Like it's so insane. I believe people believe. I don't know what I believe. Don't label me as anything. I don't know what I really believe in. I wouldn't call myself agnostic. I wouldn't call myself an atheist. I just don't know, but I believe that other people believe. If that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
My character. But probably the biggest crime my character has done is evade taxes.
Yes, that murder
Nice.
and killing all those children, that was fine, but you didn't pay your taxes, so you're gonna go to jail forever.
Yeah, you didn't pay your taxes though.
Yeah, like here's the thing. There's this guy. His name was Eltrax, and I kind of screwed him over. I screwed him over so badly that he's literally sending numerous bounty hunters after me. And the thing about it is, Eltrax is quite possibly the godfather of the underworld, basically, of the criminal underworld, and I screwed him over really badly. Basically, I made him.
Tasty?
Look how they massacred my boy.
Is he tasty?
He is untouchable. He is untouchable. You can't come close to getting him. Here's the thing, though.
Candy plus.
What the hell
Who is eating right now?
That's me. I'm drunk. I need salt. I need salt.
Oh yeah, get that salt. Salt.
But
Yeah, you get that salt.
But like, here's the thing. I made him something called. I created for him four powerful rings, and each one gave him a different ability. I gave him the ring. I gave him the ring of serpents, the ring of steeds, and the ring of, well, let's just say each ring gave him a different ability. The ring of steeds gave him all the stamina and endurance of a horse. The thing about the ring of steeds is he needed it not for fighting, but let's just say he had problems.
I knew you were gonna go there. Like the minute you said horse, I was like, "Oh God, is he going there?"
He had problems. He had problems with his marriage, and he wanted me to make rings for him. And that particular ring, let's just say, his wife is in a wheelchair. And
I gotta write this down. Hold on.
And he's kind of pissed. And then there was that mermaid queen, and then there was that kind of that queen who wanted something who wanted to spy on her enemies and make her invisible, and so she wanted something to make her invisible. Well, you see, I made an invisibility cloak, but told her that you needed to be naked while wearing. Well, you need to be naked while wearing it.
Oh God!
But the thing is, it's literally an invisibility cloak. It's literally only a cloak that becomes invisible. So she was walking around naked trying to spy on her enemies. And when you're trapped in a room naked with a bunch of large orcs,
oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Now, Slim, little buddy, I'm just gonna say this. What you said sound heinous, but really it's not that bad. You had good intentions. That's what matters.
Okay,
Oh,
what
no,
was the criminal's name again?
Galatrix, and the other one is Delanor
Eleanor.
and Galatrix. And there was another guy. There was another guy I screwed over. What was his name? Oh yeah, I said in order to save his entire. This one was one that really screwed me over. I said in order to save his entire clan and his entire and his entire kingdom, he had to sacrifice the blood of his firstborn son.
Oh boy.
I needed the blood of his firstborn son to do it. And here's the problem with that. Turns out I read the instructions wrong. It didn't say firstborn son. It said son. It said son. It said the son's blood, i.e., it meant like literally liquid sunlight, which is basically a popular soft drink in the area. So, yeah, not only did the spell not work and their harvest ended up dying, he's still kind of mad about sacrificing his son.
You fucked up.
Hey, listen. As speaking from experience, sometimes sacrifices must be made.
But
That's what I told the city guard about the orphanage, but they just wouldn't listen. But I'm glad to see you understand, Slim.
No, I just literally needed drinking money. I was thirsty.
Okay. So you told someone they needed to sacrifice their son's blood, but it actually was wrong.
Yeah, it was actually basically you could have gone to the store and I could have probably made a better potion than what I actually did. I didn't save the crops and he kind of killed his firstborn son for nothing. But at the end of the day, what are you gonna do? I am not great at my job, okay? Well, you can't blame me. It's a hiccup, okay?
Well, I mean, we can't blame you, Slim, but we're not gonna.
And people call me a monster. As I'm eating somebody's animal on the wall.
Wait, I'm just like, wait a minute, creature. How self-aware are you?
I don't
Wait
know.
a minute.
Gives her tanks.
I just like the idea of someone who burned down an orphanage trying to say you've gone too far.
Okay, so you were trying to make a potion for him to save his kingdom, right?
Yeah, and it turns out it didn't say firstborn the blood. It didn't say I said the blood of your firstborn son, but it actually meant the son's blood, which is a popular orange drink that you can find at any grocery store.
Wah wah.
Yeah.
Creature proceeds to wash down the dog with said soft drink.
It was a
Now in
hiccup,
new blood
okay?
orange.
Man, you got a
Now
lot
in
of people
blood
that are going to
orange.
be pissed at you with this game. At the rate this is going.
Like I said, dude, I'm a schemer. That's my whole thing.
Yeah, you have a lot of people wanting to kill you, or just probably got to show up at the casino at random points. Just fair warning.
Oy. Well, I could keep. Why am I getting used to talking like Dexter from Dexter's Lab?
I had that
You're a
problem where
mad
I did a voice for
scientist.
too long that I actually just started doing it subconsciously, and it's like I gotta stop doing that.
Slowly losing your mind.
Yeah, it's like I was like, oh god, I'm literally becoming this character. Stop! Someone help me! I need help. You ever seen that episode of South Park where Randy is like being sarcastic? like all the time,
Oh,
and then he's like, he
yeah.
can't stop. And he's like,
sarcastaball.
yeah, he's
Oh,
like, I can't stop being
yeah.
sarcastic. And it's like, do you really mean that, Randy? No. Oh, yes, I totally mean it. Help me, Sharon. He just looks at him, help me, Sharon. Yo, that would be a nightmare. You can't stop being sarcastic no matter what happens.
It reminds me of that episode
Oh,
of
yeah.
Dexter's Laboratory where he kept saying omelette du fromage.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And everyone thought that he was being so romantic and stuff. Ooh, say it again.
Omelette du fromage.
Oh!
Like he legit got girls wet with that shit. Like think about it. Like their panties were legit soaked by saying cheese omelet in French.
What was that? Take your panties off. Take your panties off.
So you thought that song from This Is the End? I think it's what it was.
Yes. Yeah.
That movie was so
That's like one of my-
stupid. That movie was so
I love it.
stupid.
It's one of my mom's favorites. No joke. It's one of my mom's favorite movies.
That shit had me dying though.
One at a time. Anyway, so let's get this dynamic straight. I'm the leader, right?
Yeah.
I'm kind of like the schemer leader of the group. Who that
I
no one
think
that no one that no one
I think
that no one
Orc
kinda-
Cat is. I think. Sorry.
I think J-Step is the
You go
leader
first.
and you're like the schemer.
Okay.
I think like it's more like I think like the leadership role is shared. I'm the schemer, he's the straight man.
Yeah.
I'm the one with the ideas, he's the one who kind of makes them work.
Oh, he's the one who tells you, he's like, brah,
He's the
we
one
can't do
people
that.
listen to. He's also he's the one people will listen to. Like the goblin is all like, like he said something all angry and mad scientist like, and then the orc's just like, no, bro, we got to do it like this, and he just says the same thing but more chill. And everyone's like, yeah,
It's like slightly
that's
less
why I'm-
murdery.
So I could basically be his translator or something like that. Because he has great ideas, it's just that he doesn't really maybe explain them as well as he could or something like that.
It's like
Also-
slightly less murdery explanation.
Also, I ride on J-Step's back. It's just,
Oh, that's why I
I
have
really-
a symbol on my leg. Oh,
Yes, I did put a piece. I did put a piece on the leg because when you guys were talking about that he rejects the chieftain thing, and I already had the heart tattoo on him, so I added the peace tattoo.
I was going through a phase.
He's also got a large scar on his stomach too.
It's not a phase, Dad. It's not a phase, Dad. It's not.
I have a feeling.
We should give Peace a chance.
And then he realizes, I want one scene where he we're about to be captured by the guards, and then he lops their heads off, and we're all kind of surprised that he does so brutally, and we're like, and he's like, what? He's like, we didn't expect that from Nick. I'm still an orc warrior.
I'm just imagining his character as like Bob Ross, but he occasionally gets murderous.
Yeah, he's like, I'm still an orc warrior. What'd you fucking expect?
Like he slaps someone's head. Oh, that's a happy accident. That'd be scary, actually. I take that back. That'd be fucking terrifying. Psycho serial killer Bob Ross.
No. That's actually better. Like he's like the most the most peaceful and reasonable one out of all of us. But like when he gets angry, he is probably the most dangerous and the most dangerous and powerful out of all of us. Like he could legit kill all three of us in our sleep, no problem.
Easily.
But he just chooses not to because he's just a chill dude.
I want one of the things that I do one of these times where someone really pisses me off, and I just get to the point where I just lose all shits to give and said, you know what? I'm going to beat you to death with your own skull. And someone's going to ask, how are you going to do that? I'm glad you asked. And then I proceed to beat someone to death with their own skull.
Oh, we're beating people to death with their own skulls? Oh, man. also known as a normal Tuesday.
Yep.
And he's like, and then he just, and then after doing so, he's like, okay, who wants pizza?
So
should he have the rocker hair or the afro?
Keep the rocker hair because he's
I like
cooler.
rocker hair better.
All right. Oops. I didn't realize the peace tattoo was on there. Let's see.
Is it possible? Oh, thank goodness. I still think that the whole peace tattoo on the leg is actually good comedy.
That's actually pretty funny. So you guys are like the A team, but if they were just straight up, just not the good guys.
We're Suicide Squad, dude.
Damn near murderous
Suicide
creatures.
Squad fits us better.
Yeah, Suicide Squad, but better.
Oh, okay, we can go with that too.
Our token female is also the token animal.
Yeah, that's about right.
Hey, you know, she's.
That sounded like calling all women animals.
What you trying to say? That's what somebody's gonna be like. What you trying to say?
What are you trying to say?
Hang on, sorry. Anyway, what if one of the things I would really find funny is if it's just like the Tiefling. I mean, like if fucking Sauron was like what was I say? If Sauron was like if Sauron met like an actual another paladin, and when he meets the other paladin, he's like a Catholic priest, and when the paladin finds out what the Catholic priest does in his spare time, he's like, dude, what the actual fuck? like
I was thinking in the mindset of like, I meet another paladin who's like a real paladin in the sense that they actually serve a good god. But when I hear the deeds, I'm thinking like, oh my gosh, that's so disgusting. How could you live with yourself? And they're like, you burned down an orphanage. And they're like, you burned down an orphanage. Yeah, an orphanage of evil orphans.
And then the paladin looks at the three of us and he's like, "Is he serious?" He's like, and we're all just like, "Yeah." He's like, "Are you like, is this guy serious?" He's like, "We've just learned to accept it. He can swing a fucking sword. What? Like we really you get used to it."
Yeah, but when he's with us, he actually does less damage, but at the same time, at least it's focused. Or no, it could be like, no, he does more damage, but at least it's focused toward a good cause. What's that cause? Making us money.
Yeah, that's about right.
Not evil to me. Gives me bits of meat.
Oh yeah.
As long as their goals don't conflict with my god, we're all good. But strangely enough, it's weird that all of my god's goals align with theirs. I feel like sometimes when I hear my god's voice, it's not really his voice. But then I think, oh, that's blasphemy, so I suppress those thoughts.
Paladin. Get comedy T-shirt. Get comedy T-shirt that says I went to Orton and no, they got this T-shirt.
I don't know what that means, but I'll take it.
Now I'm just reminded that voice just reminds me of that one stupid meme where the owl is like drugs, and I was like, no, I don't want. He doesn't. I was like drugs. It's like drugs.
Drugs?
Drugs.
You want drugs? Give precious drugs. Give Bless's drugs.
That's funny. I imagine a crow would, if a crow could talk, it'd do something like, "You want drugs?" Just stare at you like drugs. Like, I give you drugs if you give me food.
God, Creature worked as a
line.
Creature worked. Precious
That's
worked
the
as a
line
drug
I
runner at
draw.
one point.
That's the line I
What,
draw.
drugs?
Is that drugs? Yes. Like drug consumption is a no-no for me. Even when I was purely evil, it's like it's the one rule my God gives me, and I won't obey. I don't like drugs.
Does that include drinking?
I'll murder people, but I won't take drugs.
I may be a murderer, but I'm not a druggie.
Exactly.
You have a really weird sense. You have a really weird sense of morality. You know that, right?
I mean, that's honestly what makes it funny.
Oh my God! Like, you know what? He's right, guys. He really shouldn't take drugs. Here, why don't you have a little bit of my medicine pipe?
The peace pipe. Gives him the peace pipe.
He easily gets drugged into doing drugs because the orc just calls it medicine.
Yep.
He does marijuana all the time. Oh my God, I love these orcs. I love our world's orcs so far because so far they seem to have a casino, have a very bloodthirsty tribe mentality where they seem to have sporting events involving death and smoke marijuana a lot.
Well,
yeah, they don't.
It's medicine, not drugs. So that's okay.
Yeah, it's medicine.
So go ahead, have fun.
You are a very strange creature. I will say that.
What?
A strange creature on a path to redemption?
Sure, buddy. Sure.
We can call it that.
This is going to be the best adventure ever.
Yeah, this is going to be one of the stupidest adventures ever, but it's going to be hilarious.
And I love the idea. Now,
I noticed we're very green.
This is something that's completely like fantasy, but it's like at some point, like at the end of our adventures, I do something so heroic that it's like, no, despite all the evil I've done, it's like that was so heroic. We have to accept him as a hero.
That would be pretty funny.
I'd be
you
like,
murdered a whole orphanage, but you also saved us from an evil dragon. So therefore, we grant you the title of hero.
Even though we don't want to.
I literally just made you guys slay a dragon just to get its gold. I just used you guys to slay a dragon.
Or you needed it.
Gold.
No, I can see it. Like we slay a dragon, we're all getting like rewarded by like the king or whatever. He's all giving us medals, and then he gets to me. He's like, "Wait a minute, aren't you the fellow who burned down the orphanage?" Yeah. And he like sits there and thinks for a second, and it's just like, well, you slay the dragon, so I guess that makes us even.
And then the freaking kid, and then like the people who wanted to adopt a kid were like, wait a minute, what?
It's like, what the fuck? Excuse me? You ever see the Fallout meme with the ball boy, the ball guy's like, excuse me, what the fuck?
Yeah, I've seen that one.
Say, excuse me, what the fuck?
My favorite is it's like a Japanese woman on a game show. I don't know if you've ever seen Japanese game shows, but they're fucking
weird. Fucking weird.
And she's like, Suima-sen, what the fuck?
Suima-sen.
Wow. But if you don't know, Suima-sen just means excuse me. And I love that. I love how it's like it's Japanese. Excuse me. What the fuck? But
my favorite thing is when people just mix Japanese and English. Like one of the stupidest ones is Yamete. Could you stop? Could you stop? Instead of Yamete, could Simon's like, please stop.
Let's say,
at one
point,
that's what that girl was constantly saying. Oh, Yeah, that
Uh-oh.
that changes.
Don't say what she
That
was saying
changes.
during, because that will get us demonetized or whatever.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
No, that's
Even though
that's what
I've
she was.
said a lot of bad shit.
That's what she said in that anime. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Yamete is stop. I think Yamete also means stop too. I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or like
Okay,
it's some
that
variation of
Glenn,
stop.
I think I have to tell you something. That wasn't anime. I think that was hentai.
Yeah, I think that was a hentai.
I mean, it was for. I mean, it
Hentai
was
is
from my.
anime.
I mean,
Technically,
it was
yes.
for. I mean, it was a gift from my cousin, and he said it was very. He said goblin actors were very big in Japan.
Oh
But
shit,
they
you were
did-
in
but
character.
they-
I thought you were actually serious.
They
You were in
said
character. I thought you were serious.
they said goblin actors very popular in the East. So I watched the videos, and then there was this girl kept saying stop. This girl kept saying those words over and over again as an orc grinded against her.
Oh lord.
Oh, boy.
That
No,
was mating.
No, I said
Precious was called no on the couch.
I like to
That's a
think like
no-no.
you're just self-aware enough of the evil to just be like, that wasn't grinding.
Yeah, that was something else, dude.
I'm sorry.
I was
I'm
gonna say with the
usually
metal.
I'm usually more quick-witted than this, but I think my high and my I think my high's wearing off, and I'm starting to get tired.
Yeah, I'm
So, like-
starting to get a little tired too, but
So,
I'm
like,
down
my-
for
We've been here a while, so almost 4 hours. So, oh no, sorry, 3.5.
Oh yeah.
So like I can usually think better on my feet here, but like I'm getting tired. I don't want to slow down.
I was gonna say, it's at the award, like there's an award ceremony at the end, and they're like, and a special medal to Precious for realizing that baby actually had the reincarnated soul of the Dark Lord in it. So eating that baby was a positive. But like
and then everyone
mouth.
with a child just stares at you like, what the fuck?
But I'm clapping.
And I'm
But I'm
just
clapping.
like, and then you start licking your lips at a baby carriage again, and I quickly tie you, and I quickly put you on a leash again just in case. I was like, yeah, lucky, yeah.
No, but I'm just sitting there
And the mayor's like- and the
enthusiastically
mayor's
clapping, saying
like-
like, yeah, serve the Dark Lord.
And the mayor is also like, and to prevent you from doing this again, here's a gift card to the Chicken Shack. Can I eat chicken's life?
The
And
guy
I'm
just
like,
blinks
just
twice.
do
Goes,
it.
sure.
It's
Like he blinks like in horror, but then just goes, sure.
I want a chicken. Like I would. It's like get this thing a chicken. It's eyeing babies again.
And then like she says, into your prestigious leader who did all the work and made all the sacrifice. And then like you think it's gonna be the half orc, and he says, it goes to you, Goblin. I'm just and they're just and you're and freaking and like Jason's orc's like, really, dude?
Really?
No, it goes to me because I'm so hardcore in my beliefs. It just seems like I'm the leader, and it's like no one would follow this guy unless they were actually believing what he was saying.
I would be
None
like,
of us are later. We're too insane.
You are too insane to be no. Like I would
That's
say,
that's the beauty of it. I'm so insane is that I'm so hardcore in my beliefs. It's like, all right, so he's so insane. No one would follow him. No one would be associated with him unless they believe this shit.
No, dude. I'm sorry. I would say like here's the thing. Like I said, I'm the schemer, and I would say freaking J-Step is the actual leader. I just come up with all the plans, and no offense, but your character doesn't sound smart enough to even take credit to be even considered the leader, because He's just so stupid. I'm sorry.
It's like,
So like,
but I get to see that now. It's like, but I'm not stupid. Then all of a sudden, Lizzie the lizard says, "Get more meat for the lizard." Well, you heard God. Time to get
No,
more.
no, no. You know that meme? You know that meme of you can't expect God to do all the work.
Oh, that's my
with the
catchphrase.
bandage on his face.
but
That's
like,
my catchphrase.
and I'm
You can't
like,
expect
and I'm
God
like,
to do all the work.
why thank you, Mr. Mayor. Can I interest you in rings? What kind of
And
rings
someone
are
just
they?
like, no, don't accept it.
And
And
that's where the credits would roll.
Hey, that's my thing. I feel
No,
like.
no, no. That's not when the credits will roll. It's like, yeah. And I'm like, now here's how it goes. Here's how it goes. Can I interest you in a certain set of rings? And then we wake up to the next day, and I'm panicking, and I'm running, and I'm saying, "Hurry up, pack up, we gotta go, we gotta go, we gotta go, we gotta go." And like, what happened? Well, I told him like I could send him rings, I could spice up his sex life, and one thing led to another, and basically a giant tentacle
have
monster
sex
is
with him?
attacking. No, no, a giant tentacle monster is attacking the town. He's like, and Jason's like, "What the heck is that?" That would be the mayor. Apparently, his wife into some really freaky shit, and it kind of went south. We have to go now. We have to leave town now.
And then
That
I
sounds
can
like the
see,
plot
a
of a, that
splash
sounds like the
screen
plot
us
of a
running
really
away.
hilarious isekai accidentally summoned a tentacle monster.
Nick.
Well, they've already done with one with the slime and one with a
Demon
spider,
Lord.
So why not?
I actually have reading the manga for that. It's actually pretty good. I'm only on like the first volume. It's actually pretty good.
For the slime or the spider?
The spider. I was like, yeah, I'm a spider. So
I heard
what?
that's pretty good, actually.
I actually have the visual novels, not the visual, the light novels too. So I had to read a bunch of stuff with that because the company that published it, their digital app had like a bundle of like everything. It's like, oh, I'll grab all this shit.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Can I get a
We-
copy of
we-
this,
we-
by the way?
we-
I love this so much.
We have to.
You still on? Yeah, I'm still on.
Okay.
Well, no, we're on for a while. Yeah, we should be done in a bit. What's going on?
Started Dr. Sleep.
Oh, okay. I don't care. I've seen Doctor Sleep.
I don't think we're supposed to hear this, so let's talk about other stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot to mute that. I should have muted that.
I kind of was gonna say something, but I was like, dude, I don't want to like interrupt either, in case she like doesn't hear.
I distinctly taught myself to drown out people's personal business, so I have no idea what's happening.
The worst time I've ever had this happen was I was playing. This was back when the PS4 first came out. I was playing Killzone on a multiplayer, and someone's baby was crying while they were playing, and then their spouse or whatever came in, and keep in mind, they were speaking Spanish. I barely remember Spanish, even though I took like several years of it throughout high school, and then I had to take it in college. And it's like only thing people is like, y'all fighting right now over the baby, and everyone on our team could hear them. And I think I said, and I probably said it in broken Spanish, your mic is still on. And I don't think the guy heard me.
No, I remember back in the day playing Halo. I think it was probably Halo 3. I don't think it was Halo 2. Me and a group of friends, we were playing on Xbox Live. We were just playing, we were having fun. There was a couple of people we don't really know. Out of nowhere, we hear someone just yelling. Just yelling. And we're like, what the fuck? And we hear someone responding, and it gets fucking heated. Like, I'm pretty sure this was like, because we were all like in high school and shit, so I'm pretty sure this is like the dude's mom basically talk about how like, you need to stop playing that game and doing yada yada. I already did yada yada yada. Well, how come it's not done? Yada yada. And we're just sitting there like, all right, and we're just like still running around, and then we find him standing by himself, and we're just like, Well,
Oh, God.
and we just kill him, and we start getting free kills off of him standing there.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh God.
And we're just like, well,
For
I mean,
me-
like, you should have left.
Yeah, that's when you stop. That's when you just AFK real quick.
Yeah, for me, I would play online games with people like just kind of all over across the internet. And I'll just say this: my stepdad is very rude, and he can speak very rudely to me. And there was one time where there was this boy from England. Dear God, I think he was simping hard for me, having a bit of a crush on me. But he was like, "I want to come down to America right now and kick his ass." He does not talk to you like that.
Wow, that
Oh, like,
escalated.
oh
quickly.
yeah, yeah. Oh, my stepdad can just be so rude. Like we're very much like he doesn't. Oh, I don't want to say it because I'll get in trouble. Let's just say he seems to have a disorder that he's not diagnosed with, and he keeps trying to go, well, that's just the world. And we're like, no, Larry, that's just you. Let's just say he comes off a lot like Sheldon from Big Bang Theory.
Oh wow.
I want to barf now.
Yeah.
Just 'cause you said Sheldon, I want to barf. The show that
Sheldon-
killed nerd culture for everyone. Big Bang Theory.
I have a confession to
Bing
make.
bong.
Don't tell me you've watched Big Bang Theory. I will hurt you.
No, he likes Big Bang Theory.
I will hurt you if you say
I
that.
unironically like the show.
Okay, we
I
can't be
knew
friends anymore. I'm done.
I knew
I'm
it.
done.
I've
I
watched
knew
a
it.
lot of it.
I'm
Just
kidding.
anyone-
I've watched
People
a
don't
lot
even
of it
like
because of
it
my
have seen
parents.
it. When people say they've watched it, like to me, that's not a criteria because if you don't like it, I don't blame you for watching it because you're like, what the hell is this all about? But now it's like you like it. Now that does bring into question some things.
Kathy, come here. I have a bong hit ready for you.
I can understand why people hate it, but at the end of the day, I won't pretend it didn't. I won't pretend that it didn't fuck shit up. But that doesn't mean that I can't like it, and I unironically like it.
Honestly, there's worse things to like. So, respect that you at least admit it.
yeah.
So
Yeah, I mean, I'm kidding. I'm getting mad about it. It's fine. It's whatever.
now, if you said you like Netflix She-Ra or Harley Quinn Birds of Prey, we would have a problem. I couldn't be friends with you.
Yeah, then we'd have to.
Birds of Prey. What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that movie?
Yeah, it
Worst
was.
part
yeah,
is, I feel like there's a good movie in there somewhere. Out of all that damn footage, there's something in there that they shot, but whatever the fuck they cobbled together in the editing room is not competent. That's very DC and Warner Brothers has an issue in their editing department.
Yeah, they do.
No. They just get shit writers. They have shit writers.
Yeah.
Well, I blamed it more on the director than anything else, and just the mentality they were going with. I think someone just got a little too big for their britches and just didn't get the idea of where the movie should go.
I feel like a lot of these movies are like
It's all over the place.
someone already signed a contract and it was too late.
No, like here's the
That
big,
was Channing Tatum in G.I. Joe. He was like, shit, I signed a contract for this movie.
I kind of agree with Soggy. Like that's probably the biggest problem with Birds of Prey. Like it has no idea what the hell it wanted to be, and ironically, that means it tried to be everything and it failed at everything.
That's a
And here's
problem
the
with a
worst-
lot of things now. They just
And they
don't-
have
the
a
worst part-
black canary, which is
and
stupid.
here's the worst part about it. Like, it wasn't even even that bad. It was just horrendously mediocre. Like it was horrendously mediocre. Like it was it was below average. It wasn't even like bad like Suicide Squad where you could at least laugh at it. Birds of Prey was like
Excuse me.
Didn't even know their audience. Didn't even know their damn audience.
Yeah, like it was like it had no reason to be rated R. It had no reason to try to pander to like the whole it tried to be for some reason tried to be like this girl like here's the thing. You're trying to be this girl power movie, but like
It's
you're
Harley
trying to.
Quinn, though.
Yeah, I get that, but here's the
You
thing.
haven't
Here's
seen
the
when they're doing
thing.
cocaine.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
No.
here's the thing. Here's the thing I'm trying to say here, though. You're trying to say like, oh, this is trying to appeal to girls, even though not only Harley Quinn, but the criteria is an action film.
Mhm.
That an action film with Harley Quinn, and it's predominant, and it's also a superhero, well, quote unquote superhero film. And these are things that, let's be real here, are most predominant. These are things that attract men.
Predominantly, yeah.
Predominantly men. I'm just saying how it is.
And that's why more guys watch the movie, which is ironic, right?
I know.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah. More guys
I'll
end up
tell
watching
you.
the movie.
I'll tell you how to sell it to women. I'll tell you exactly how to sell this shit to women. First of all, they needed the damn Facebook ads, but they didn't have. The movie was some kind of weird ass women's Leon the Professional. Here's the thing. Sleepover movies. They wanted teen girls. They wanted to sell Harley at teen girls. Buy Harley Quinn clothes at Hot Topic. Get the Harley Quinn makeup. Get the Harley Quinn hair dye. Then make it a fucking slumber party movie. It should have been fun. They should have did more with the cartoons. I really felt like if like Harley Quinn, like if they played more with that, or if she was like a live action cartoon. She wasn't.
That's the thing though. Like that's the thing I'm trying to say. Like they're trying to appeal to an audience that's just not there. I'm not saying that girls can't like this stuff. I'm just saying like if you're really trying to appeal, like for instance, the reason that so many girls appeal to Teen Titans, the original like animated show, right?
Plus, I know plenty of girls when I was in school that love that show.
Yeah, that really did like the show. But
it's a half and half cast.
It's really much like a lot of them really like the teen drama dynamic of it, and I think that's what appealed to girls.
Yeah.
And the guys like the action. And they like the characters too, don't get me wrong.
And I'm not gonna lie, I had a huge crush on Raven as a kid.
Yeah, and of course
a lot of people. Like that one episode when she came back at the Trigon thing with the long hair, I was like, oh, this is okay.
Yeah, they would not get away with that today, and this age is poor for it.
Especially what's how Slade was towards her in that arc. It was like, what's going on there, Slade?
But let me explain.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Something.
I'll let you finish. Sorry about that.
Like the first 5 minutes, like the first 5 to 10 minutes of Harley Quinn, literally it embodies everything wrong with the movie. Okay, let me put it this way. In this version, okay, at first they say that Harley Quinn, they basically try to explain why Harley Quinn is even in the situation to begin with. Well, apparently she had, generic daddy issues, okay? Okay, fine. That's reasonable enough. They don't go into detail about it outside of generic daddy issues, but fine. Whatever. And then after that, they play up, okay, well, the Joker treated her poorly. Problem is that this is in the same universe as Suicide Squad Joker.
Oh,
which
God.
That
was unnerving. How I was like, why are you trying to make Joker and her
so fucked up
relationship goals? They're not.
So fucked.
Yeah, but hear me out. The problem with that is you made it seem like the Joker genuinely cares about her, like it's a genuine relationship. So when you try to play up that whole abusive angle, I have no basis off of it. Because if you just told me like it's from the animated Joker or another, like literally any other incarnation of Joker, I wouldn't have a problem with thinking that way. But in this version, he's not all that abusive.
No, he doesn't seem like it.
From what we've seen. So at the end of the day, it's like, okay, right off the bat, I don't really get that sense of this is something that's ultimately a good thing. And I'm not saying she should stay in the relationship. I'm just saying like this doesn't come
You
off
haven't shown
as
why it's bad.
it doesn't feel liberating because you never really presented it as an abusive relationship as it should be.
You know what they could have done?
And then hold on, I'm not done yet. I'm not done yet. I want to just get stuff out of the way. Okay, that's fine. I can kind of forgive that. Where they fuck up is where they try to say this is supposed to be a liberating moment, but I'm supposed to feel bad that she's also broken up with the Joker. But then they fuck it up again. But then they fuck it up again by guess what they said? Every single one of Joker's schemes was actually Harley's. She took. Oh, okay. First of all, if he was the Joker before Harley Quinn, which I'm going to assume, that doesn't make a lick of goddamn fucking sense.
It doesn't.
And two, and by the way, you just literally went over saying how I should feel sympathetic for this character, which would make sense if the Joker was the one manipulating her the entire time, and she was just going along with his plans like every other incarnation. She was just a pawn to him. She really didn't matter to him in the grand scheme of things. And at the end of the day, you could kind of sympathize with her because everything she tried to do was trying to please Joker. Well, this one says all these ideas were hers and Joker stole them. So you mean all these horrible, twisted, fucked up things, including the implied murder of Jason Todd, was her idea. So you're telling me that I should feel sympathy for that? You literally try to build up, oh, I should feel sympathy for this character, but if all these evil, twisted, fucked up ideas were her ideas, I don't feel sympathy for her anymore. At all, because if it was, people say, well, you like the Joker because he's fucking entertaining while he's doing it. I'm not supposed to feel good about her. I'm not supposed to feel good about the Joker. I'm supposed to like him for being an asshole. You're trying to make her feel. It's like when you watch the Joker movie.
Clem's getting so angry he making a dog's bark. Dogs are hearing it. I'm kidding.
It's just really it's a stupid thing to do because they want to do this whole, well, a man's taking credit for a woman's work, which is fucking rich from a woman.
You really paraphrased that from the Batwoman trailer.
Yeah.
It's kind of ironic considering that you did the fight scene so poorly that you had to get a man to come in and
choreograph that shit.
Re-choreograph it so only a handful of the fight scenes actually look competent. Girl power, by the way. It's just so fucking stupid because at the end of the day, you're trying to say everything. You're trying to be everything. And it just all falls apart.
You know what movie we need?
What?
You know what movie we need? We need a Batgirl movie that's more inspired by Legally Blonde. That's how you get the women to... Legally Blonde is the best movie for woman power and the best example of pro-femininity. Love the movie.
I have a harsher answer to this, but I know not everyone's going to like it.
Oh, hell.
Okay, now I want to hear this.
Yeah, J-Step knows. See, the key is to stop appealing to women. They're not even people.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
Based? Is this Bellows' base department?
Yeah, man. Like, forget it. Based? Like, forget Batwoman. Forget Batgirl. Forget Batwoman. Forget Harley Quinn. Forget it. This is unnecessary.
Just make good characters. Who cares who watches it?
Not even that. Just ignore the woman.
But here's the thing, though.
I know you're kidding. That's why I say hello to his base department.
I will walk, man. I'll fucking walk if you got those sort of actual opinions. Not joking. I have left a
job. Here's the thing, though. When it comes to the idea of you guys wanted a Harley Quinn movie where she's liberated from the Joker and like going nuts, Deadpool style, that's not a bad concept for a movie. The problem is you try to be so many other things at the same time,
including the anti-hero. Including anti-hero Harley.
You know what
Stop
they
doing
could have
that.
done with
You know
the
what doesn't help
Joker if
when it
they
comes to
wanted to keep the Joker abusive? You know what they could have done? They could have done is they
Actually
could have
had a
done it where it's
scene.
like they show the scenes from Harley's perspective, and to her it's like what they did in Suicide Squad, where they tried to make it all romanticized and stuff. But then like we see what actually is going on, and it's like no, it's not
The
that at
cartoon
all.
does it better.
No, you
The
show it from
cartoon does it pretty
Joker's
well.
perspective.
Yeah, we show it from Joker's
Yeah,
perspective too, and it's like, oh no, he's actually abusing her
But
right now.
here's
Yeah.
one of the problems
The first
when
season
it
was
comes
good,
to
at least.
Harley Quinn. And this is
First
the thing
season
that
was really good.
here's
Yeah,
the thing
that's
that
what I
it's a problem with Harley Quinn, and it perpetuates throughout her entire run as a character. Is that people seem to forget is that when she was debuted from the Batman cartoon, she was not really meant to be her own standalone villain. She was a sidekick to the Joker,
Yeah, tragic
and there
side.
wasn't
Mhm.
and there wasn't really much else to her. So when other expansions came along trying to deviate her from that, they all ultimately kind of conflict with what she was originally portrayed as.
well,
In this sense,
Well, that
Well,
cartoon
here's-
even
well,
in
here's
itself
the-
has her separate
well-
from him.
well, but
here's-
that one is an eventual arc. I'm talking about like in a lot of the other expanded media and comic books and stuff, where they try to present it as that this was always the eventuality,
here's-
and or they even have the nerve to try to act like, well, she was
Here's-
never that dependent on the Joker, and it's like, are you fucking kidding me?
That
He
was her
literally
whole character.
created her.
Yeah, here's how it all went down. And there's a lot of things about Harley Quinn that a lot of people misinterpret. One
Guys,
and-
I should get going, okay?
Yeah, maybe we should wrap this up.
Yeah, let's start that at this point.
Yeah, because it's been because it's 9 now, and I started at 5, and I've got to get off the phone to say goodnight to someone before they go to bed.
Understood.
Okay,
You
sorry.
wrap it up quick? No, it's okay.
I'll wrap this up real quick. What I'm trying to say is basically Harley Quinn worked better when she was dependent. She was a tragic character like Mr. Freeze, and that's all because she was dependent on someone else. Like Freeze was dependent on Nora in order to be sympathetic. Her being dependent on Joker made her sympathetic.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
but
that is
it,
a good point.
but she was very much, but it's still, but like her sudden but at the end of the day, they just forgot what made her interesting. They forgot what made her popular, and decided to just sell her.
And they try to
Oh,
make her
yeah.
like Deadpool now, and I
Yeah,
don't. I was like,
exactly.
she's not Deadpool. Stop.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they didn't think it and one of the biggest reasons, I'm just gonna fucking say it. One of the biggest reasons that fails is, and don't take this the wrong way, but it real like a big reason for this was when they made it canon that her and Poison Ivy were a gay couple, and I think they didn't want to portray them as negative, so they've been trying desperately to make her more of an
More-
anti-hero.
Oh, yeah.
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 more
And
heroic.
especially Poison Ivy, which really doesn't work in my opinion.
Yeah, because she
God.
wants to kill
Yeah.
all the animals for her plant society.
Well, if you look
Pretty
at the
much,
comic,
yeah.
if you look at the comic and the animation, they actually, and even the game, they actually got together 3 times and they broke up 3 times, and it made sense. I mean, they made
Because like
they're
like
I'm
sorry.
sorry. All right, you first.
I'm sorry, I'm just saying, like, the reason for that is people keep forgetting that originally that they pointed out that Poison Ivy was just as emotionally abusive as Joker was.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah,
Oh,
she
yeah.
really brainwashes
treated-
people to love her.
Yeah, so it's like, it wasn't like, but like, again, like, they try to say, oh, well, her and Harley are bisexual, so, and I'm not saying, you know, that is inherently should be a negative or a positive thing. I'm saying DC was so desperate to push them as a gay icon that they're willing to just try to put them in a positive light. So they tried to try to push them as, oh, they're actually anti-heroes. They're actually good guys. I'm like,
No,
No.
they're not.
Are you saying
No.
that they're making the wrong mistakes to cover up the fact that they hired a really anti-gay writer a few fucking years ago, and one of the producers doing that? Our heroes shouldn't get married or be happy, aka we won't have gay marriage. I get the feeling they're just trying to double down on trying to make up for some of their bullshit, and they're just doing it all in the wrong fucking way.
Yeah.
Honestly, like the Harley Quinn Ivy relationship, as much as I hate it, because it's probably one of my least favorite relationships in all the comics, is that it all could be a lot better if they just acknowledge the fact that these two are not good people.
Yeah.
Like that
Oh,
is one of the
yeah.
biggest things that bothers
And-
me with,
and
with
not-
their relationship is
And
that
not,
they
and-
just
and-
won't say it. Like, oh, they keep trying to like retcon it or make it seem like they weren't so bad. It's like Harley had just as much hand in the Joker's schemes as he did, and Ivy has literally attempted genocide. You don't get to sit here and act like, oh, well, they're good now. It's like, fuck that nonsense.
Yeah, it's hard. I don't think that's a character you can redeem, honestly. Like Ivy,
Especially
Ivy,
if you
I don't
don't
think you can.
acknowledge it. If you wanted
Yeah.
to redeem them, at least acknowledge it.
They tried to.
Well, something
they-
else I wanted to kind of mention too is, and this is one of the reasons why they didn't work several times in the comics, the game, the animation, is their end goals are not even remotely close to aligned to each other. I mean, Poison Ivy wants to basically be an eco-terrorist. Harley Quinn wants to cause either wants to cause havoc, or she just wants to, chill. I mean, if you look at her comic run, she just wants to live a normal life, and life kind of catches up with her. So
now they're going a little long tonight.
Yeah, I
Okay,
can.
we need to wrap this up,
I can end the stream right now, guys. It's cool.
I think we probably should.
Yeah, sorry, Soggy.
Yeah, because
Okay.
that's
Well, this
okay.
was
Like
fun.
I said, like we've been going for 4 hours, and I didn't tell you guys I have people over.
Oh,
you guys
sorry.
can like message me like on Discord or post in like Slim's Discord what your characters' backstories and names are and stuff. I can start like putting this together. Something together.
Sure, why not? You guys. I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for coming on.
Yeah, thanks for inviting.
Thanks for inviting.
Happy to be here.
Thank you so much for inviting me. It was so much fun.
Yeah, this is fun.
Yeah, this is a particularly good one.
Yeah.
Take care, all.
Yeah.
Yeah, D&D thing is gonna be freaking chaotic as hell.
There's the crew. There's the boys and the girl.
Our heroes.
Your heroes in big ass air quotes. Like galactic size air quotes.
So we'll be burning down
They
the
make
next
the Guardians of the Galaxy. Yeah. They make the Guardians of the Galaxy look like a normal cop. Wait.
You guys hurry up because I gotta pee and I want to hurry up and finish the stream real quick.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
All right, bye, guy.
Bye.
Good night, everyone.
Night.
Good night.
Night.